Good evening, one and all. It's the day before Wisp, and all through the howls, it's time for some more good old Warframe. Welcome in, everybody. How are we all doing today? Welcome on in. Hope you are doing well where you are around the world. It's Wednesday, it's middle of the week. It's time to kick back and relax with some good Warframe time, isn't it? I say, only look at DC Discord announcements? Yeah, fair dude. I mean, there's always a stream title. Always have a look at that when you're joining in. You never know, you might be missing out on a command or something. Hello there, Predator Queen. Hello there, Cass. Hello there, Craft. Hello there, one and only Mop. Sorry to let you know you are not the one and only Mop. I have it on very good authority you are not the only Mop. I knew a Mop. I knew a Mop for quite a while, actually. Hello there, Zom. Legitimately dreading the Hornets you're going to see. Yeah, it's probably going to be a thing, isn't it? But we'll just leave it to what it is. Hello there, Cosmo. Hello there, Lockie. How's everyone doing? Hello, Ladybug. Hello, Destin. I'm missing some names through all the bot messages. Hello there, Reed. Hello there, Skyria. Hello there, Oscar. Hello there, Addy. I'm definitely missing names in all the bot messages as well. There's a lot of messages. Welcome in, everybody. How this be? Last week? No. Yeah, it's true. There is most certainly another mob. In fact, how long ago now was this? Shit, I knew them 10 years ago. That's going back a bit. That is going back a bit. Yeah. Yeah, Cosmo, yeah. Red text is going to say something horrible, isn't it? Red text is going to do what red text does worst. Yeah. Why is your name being said? I'm saying hello. If you hear the other bits I'm saying at the same time as your name, you'll have heard it. I said hello. Am I still working on the Plat Guide? Yes. Pure and simple. There's been... Suffice to say, there's been complications in real life recently, which has delayed getting things sorted. But yes, I am still working on the Plat Guide. I intend to have that video out within the next day or two. I do intend to have that out. And of course, the most comprehensive information for all that, because it is so mathy, is going to be over on Patreon. And that'll go live at the same time as the video itself. But in the meantime, look forward to it. Look forward to it. Oh yes, indeed. Does a say things nobody's allowed to name the cravats after? Yeah. Am I going to do a 300% damage number size stream? No. That sounds... Why would I do that? That sounds silly. Like, not even a good kind of silly. That's just screen muck silly. I'm not going to do a whole stream at 300% damage numbers. Yikes. No. Instead today, chat, what I want to do is focus on preparations for good old Wisp Prime. I've done a little bit of silly. I recently emptied out my Syndicate standings here, so, well... I'll have to just settle with having another 32k on top of those, but we'll get that as we go on the way through. Performance seems very interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see exactly how do you finalise the stats on that. But yeah, as I mentioned before now, when it comes to relics in advance, we can get hold of Syndicate standing, and that Syndicate standing from various locations can then be traded in. I don't have a lot for the Intrati because, well, I've not really been focused on this. But we can trade in Syndicate standing all around the place. Absolutely. So the idea is to, well, you know, get a whole bunch of that. That's a big source of it, but also on top of that we can get hold of relic packs through Steel Essence, which means that the incursions... Is it? Oh, I need to set it to Steel Path mode. Yeah. The incursions here, these can be a pickup as well. Assassination of Phobos. Oh dear. Oh, poor man. That poor man. In fact, these are all pretty nice ones. Now, look at it. These are all pretty nice ones, so that'll be good. Syndicate missions for medallions? No. I won't be doing those just because of the sheer time it takes to actually pick up medallions of any particular worth, that it doesn't really turn out to be all that worthwhile, Craft. Because you think, even if the best medallion, the absolute best medallion, which you're guaranteed to get one on a map, is 5,000 Syndicate standing, and yet when we go to the offerings, it's 20,000 for a relic pack. So that one medallion, that absolute top banger medallion, I'm fairly certain it's 5,000, that would be worth less than a single relic. And the chance of us even getting the right relic is just bleh. Yo! Oh, right, we've got back-to-back right there.
Good evening.
Good evening to you as well there. So Brother Odie, thank you very much for subscribing up onto 12 months. You got that lovely full pot. And Darth the Washbear coming in with their Prime, reaching that 4 months as well, saying good evening. Thank you very much, both of you there, with your resubscriptions here. Cheers indeed. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Welcome in, both of you. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, relic packs are absolutely available to us. And that is going to be the main name of the game today. So, to get started on that, the best way to get started is to get diving onto those Steel Path incursions. If you want to join me on some of this, send me a message in game, the Engineer. I'll bring you on into the squad. We'll be carving our way through these. What do you say? Ran some Sister Lich missions, ran some randoms, won the Mad Max Syndicates, a lot of Steel Lessons. Yep. Do I know what MR the Form Prime will be? I do not know it, no. I don't know if that has been announced. I do not know. Alright, let's get rid of some of these weapons. That was just some random testing. This one... I wonder how many of you here have paid attention to the YouTube community quizzes I'm putting out. I wonder how many of you have, because the Reactor Dark Dagger here, I was using it for testing something for an upcoming one of those quizzes. Just an FYI there. An upcoming one was related to that. That's all I'm going to say on the matter, though. Alright, you know what? No, I don't want to go for more. Let's go for Burston. Yeah. And then good old Glaive Gaze. Good stuff. And a re-equipping companion, because I always keep taking them off. Actually, because it's going to help me out, I'm going to have Oxalus on for the moment. Just because it's going to end up helping me out with other stuff that I'm doing. Let's make sure... You know what, yeah, I'll keep that on as well. Why not? I'll use that later on, so... resource containers are revealed. That I don't need. That is trash. Just trash. Alright, looks like we got crew here. So that is Olidig? Olidlig? Yeah, it's Olidlig, isn't it? Predator Queen and Aaron. There we are. So unfortunately, Adam Malik, you're a little bit too slow on the draw today, my dude. A little bit too slow on the draw. Let's go Sim 5, yeah. That should be fine. Have I got assault mode on here? I have not. Good. So we got survival, support, all that kind of stuff on here. That'll be fine. Hello there, Raptor. Things are doing alright. Things are doing alright. What's Wisp Eve? It's the night before Wisp. When all through the void, the relics come to us and stuff like that. I don't know. You can come up with your own rhyme or whatever you please on that. Who are we missing here? We got Aaron, we got Predator Queen. Who are we missing? We are missing Olivlig. Let's resend that. Yeah, Wisp Prime comes out tomorrow. Wisp Prime is tomorrow. Oh, yes, indeed. Craft saying, once had like 20 of every medallion for Hexis waiting for the part rank. So you can get 5 instantly. I mean, yeah. Bypassing the daily standing cap is nice for those. It's just for the time invested, I feel my time is better spent elsewhere. Also, I just watched Kenji roast chat every time chat says something nonsensical. It's fun to do. It's how I keep my sanity with some of the bits and pieces anyway. Right, we're all together. Let's just work through these one by one, starting with the sabotage. We're not going to hang around. If an Acolyte decides to try spawning, we'll smack their face in, but we're not going to hang around for anything in particular, because it's just faster to keep going. It really is. That works, Raptor, that works, yeah. We have so many different ways of keeping our sanity? Absolutely, yeah. Whatever floats you go. Addy asking, what's this sanity you're talking about? Addy, that's someone with that many badges next to their name will never know.
Are worthy foes.
You are beyond sanity at this point, Addy. You're gone. Is your GJ still available? Oh, have I left that turned off? Alright, I can get that turned on after this mish.
My intel suggests there are
I'll get that turned on after.
caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location.
Honestly, I don't need to be shooting enemies, gaining stacks or anything here, do I? I mean, I can. It's just not really a focus, is it? That wasn't my best Lavos ability combinations, but you know, it'll be fine. Nope. Those guys have got those. I'm actually going to stand up here ready for the... Oh wait, not here. Down first. Because this is about to pop out as soon as I get that one.
The reactor is going into stasis.
Put it more on your higher plane of existence, Abby. Let's go with that.
Whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
That all dealt with? That's all dealt with. Wukong doing Wukong things. Can I out Wukong Wukong? Maybe. No. Almost. Almost. Nearly beat them there. I just needed to bullet jump more than run. One little bit, I'll let myself down. Still quick enough, honestly. Still quick enough. Right, me say it's also fun watching Ken lose his sanity over Warframe bugs and how to decode stuff in this game. Exclamation mark bug. Just saying. Exclamation mark bug. You have double audio? This is so strange. I'll check on my audio settings, but I don't think there'll be anything causing that. Nope. Nothing on my side could be causing double audio. Oh, you mean in-game and off-stream. Right, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I thought I broke something. I'm saying can't wait to watch Ken try and test changes to puncture and cold blocks. I mean, from what DE have said, should be easy. Should. The real fun is on figuring out how that's going to affect weapon DPS calculations. Because if a weapon includes puncture or cold, it's now going to have variable crit aspects to it. And especially in the case of things like the Fenmore Latum and Felarx, that can get a little bit spicy. That could get in the way. We'll have to see how this all comes together. To be honest though, I don't actually envisage it being that big of a deal, because in most cases, getting a few puncture procs isn't really a focus. It hasn't been a focus, and it won't be a focus anyway. Folks asking for instrumental rock, but it's just kill it anyway on a loop. You know what, sod it. For as long as my sanity will maintain it, sure, why not?
Trust in your training.
That's for as long as my sanity will go. There we are. Yeah, as I was saying with the old proc changes, like, you don't need cold and you don't need puncture in the vast majority of cases anyway. And it's puncture that's more the concern, for the fact that that can make it where weapons that don't want to crit start critting more. And likewise, weapons which were low on crit previously then can crit more. But like, by how much? And the result is mostly nothing worth talking
2
about.
to the power of 4. Finally made a bite.
Yo! Alright, knew that. Thank you very much for resubscribing there. 16 months at tier 3. Oh my word. That is high tier right there. That is high tier support right there. Thank you very much, Ray, for continuing that one. Appreciate you. Oops. There we go. Just pop that. Invisible Lavos for the win. Build size have been posted. Nice, thanks, Ray. Very successful Spy Lavos. Cannot fault that whatsoever. You can, however, fault that dash. That dash was terrible. Hello, Timelines. My day's going alright. I hope yours is going well too. Got a lot of work sorted out in preparation for making the next video. Still plenty to do, but progress made.
Only mean one thing. The Silver Grove is nearby.
Oh, I've got an apothec equipped. Oh, whoops.
And
Oh well.
so we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
Don't know how long I had that equipped for, but okay. Apothecs are one-time use, aren't they? I have to say these changes are kind of a stealth rework for Frost. Cold Proc crit damage and Overguard Gate. The Overguard Gate can help out. The Cold Proc crit damage is... it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. But the thing is that Frost is already actually pretty powerful. It's his defense that's lacking. Because if you aren't in your snow globe, you're kind of screwed. Is there a TLDR for the damage type changes? There is. It's on the patch notes for the damage type changes. They put out a workshop. It's pinned in Warframe main on the Discord. Alright, so it's looped around once. We've managed to get through one whole kill anyway. Now it's looping. We'll see how long we can survive this, okay, Fork? Red or green? Cheers. What would I suggest to put on Pralavara in terms of Archon Shards? Particle Velocity, I think, can improve your roll distance, so that can help you out there. That would be a big pickup straight away. You can get Duration, which might enable slightly different builds, however you want to go about it. Just kind of look into your options along that side. But Ivara doesn't really need a lot. You could go for starting energy, so you can replace preparation on a build, or just, you know, to have it if you don't use preparation in the first place. That allows you to get that invisibility right off the bat for a good while. Things like that can help out.
Detected a lot of infestation activity. Let's clean it up.
Goddammit, Latron just suddenly bouncing through everything. The one downside of these encounter weapons is that they're not very multiplayer friendly. As soon as one person is just kind of deleting everything, getting those headshots to charge yourself up, nowhere near as easy. Just, it's a thing. Okay, that corpse was blocking my shots. Well, unfortunate. Come on, fall apart, fall apart, fall apart, fall apart, fall apart, fall apart. Oh. This thing doesn't want to die. Where even is the headshot on this ugly... Oh, I can't see through the Latron. It died. We got that. Uh-oh, Red Veil. It's been a while since they've attacked me. And that's them dealt with. Oh wait, no. Nah, that's them dealt with.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission.
Alright, we are good to leave. Oh dear. Did that wrong as well. Could be worse, imagine if it's gas later on. I know, right. This game definitely has an issue with visual clutter. I've said that before. I said that with the whole AoE situation, and look at that, we've got more AoEs with more visual clutter. This game is problematic with visual clutter. Yeah.
As you conquer the foe,
Alright,
so
3 missions down, 2 to go.
yourself.
I say I like the concept behind the puncture and cold changes. Biggest issue is impact. Mercy kills aren't as viable against the corpus as their shield box mercies. That is the problem, yeah. By the time you've broken the shields, you've overkilled them. Against infested, you essentially overkill. Grenadier, you can't do enough of impact to get mercy range to begin with. Sorry, what? No. You can definitely get mercy kills against the Grenadier. The infested, yeah, they fall over pretty quickly. But you definitely can get mercy kills against the Grenadier. Absolutely. I've used that to revive Companion multiple times when doing missions where I wasn't actively dodging as much to test stuff. Yeah, I've done that. Right, I'm sorry. I'm done with this single music track now. You've had your moment, but we're changing. I can't have just one track continuously going around on my head like that. No. I can't. That probably looks like what the Gorgon always wanted to be. Yeah, the new Incarnate weapons, certainly the new Incarnate guns, are pretty damn strong. Yeah. They are pretty damn strong. Week 2 Incarnates will be just 4 days? No. The new update comes out tomorrow, which will be Wisp Prime. The new Incarnates will be added into the week starting on Monday. They've been added in into the middle of the weekly rotations, but they're not cutting up this week's rotation, no. Once D actually thought this ahead a little bit. I still think the way they've gone about it is a bit weird. That basically, if the one you want isn't there, you're going to have to wait as much up to 2 months to be able to get it again. Like if there's 3 weapons you want on a week and you've already picked up 2 of them, cool, that's it. You're waiting about 2 months to get the next. That just feels weird, especially when there's going to be other weeks where you're looking and go, I don't really want any of this. I've already got those 2 and the others a bit near. See if our circuit also counts towards Nightwave? Good to know. We're doing the incursions at the moment. Trying to get those headshot murderations as we get through. Sometimes I'm not perfect at getting said headshots. How's someone gone down? Oh, that's a pet. Alright, your pet can go down. Heard that the Bratton was bugged when it came out with the upgrade about crit damage. I don't think that one's been patched as yet, no. I think the Bratton Incarnate still has the massive crit bonus at all times. Because, you know, these things are really hard to test. Like, you've got to understand, from D's perspective, when you write down that something only happens in a given crit chance, you've got to understand how difficult it is to test that, to see if it's working or not, because you have to get the weapon, and then you have to see if the crit chance on your modding is above or below the stated threshold, and then you have to go shoot something like once and see what the damage multiplier is. And like, that takes all of about 60, maybe even 100 seconds to do. That's a lot of work, you know? Testing for that kind of niche circumstance of the explicit single perk on a weapon, really, really difficult to do. So, you know, it's understandable how something that can take a minute to test can slip through like that. It's understandable. If you understand those kinds of things. Man, it really is going a while to this next enemy, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there you are. All my stacks have been depleted, and it's hard to get... Oh, right, they'll be mercy killed. I'm going to say it's hard to get the headshot, and then suddenly they were invulnerable. As I'm saying, there's a few series going on. There's literally no check at all. Yeah, it just doesn't look like there's anything checking. Just as a matter of course. These guys are a little bit tankier on Steel Path down here. Just a little bit tankier. Also, apparently I got a headshot kill with an arch gun in Sharkwing. Go figure. You get more than one ticket? You cannot, no. It is one ticket per person, regardless of whether you're following, subscribe, or anything like that. Even Stevens all around. Oh my.
Hello, I love your YouTube content. I've learned so much.
Bella, is that Bella or Bakitsuni? I think I've completely butchered your name. All the same, Bella. Thank you very much for resubscribing there. On to 2 months now. You got yourself that lovely bronze badge, and you're very welcome to the content there. You are very welcome. Let's continue to provide it to you. Are we not got more enemies this way? Which way are we going? Is it up here? Up here for more enemies? If you say so, game. If it says so. Isn't there a Curia down here? I seem to remember there being a Curia down here that needs scanning. It might be down this area. I mean, I've already scanned them, so I don't really mind. Definitely some. Yeah, I figured there was some on this particular tile. I just can't remember where. I'm not about to go looking for a Kira I've already scanned. Actually, on that note, that doesn't work down here. So I was going to try and deploy that for anyone who did need it down here, but if that doesn't work down here, then rip.
The enemy is broken.
Bella Aoba Kitsune. Okay. See, I am terrible at reading usernames at the best of times. When I've got no capitals along the way through or spaces, I just completely fail. Imagine if acolytes followed you underwater. At one point they did, and it caused them to instantly die. So D had to patch that out. D had to remind acolytes they don't know how to swim. An actual underwater extraction. How often do you see that?
You exist to strike.
That is unusual.
Strike to win.
Bye, Mania. You weren't anywhere near us, so get screwed. Killer Penguin saying, do you have any recommendations on which Archgun to build? Just got the Corvus Prime, but I don't know if it's the best or not. Corvus Prime will do alright. The Marzalon is my honest to god favourite of all the Archguns. There's not really anything else that kind of competes in terms of what's necessary, so Marzalon, which you get by building any of the 2 Necromechs. That'll do it. That'll do it. Alright, yep, we're on to the final incursion now. Let's just go say hello. Say hello to the Sergeant. Mania didn't do the Arkwing quest, what a loser. Yeah, Cosmo, yep. Well, I've been farming the heck out of the Vor event. Yeah, fair do. I looked at the reward table. I figured what the likely drop rates would be. Pretty piss poor in terms of ribbons. I just went, I got other things I can do.
The assassination target is nearby. Seek and destroy.
Damn it, that Wukong's getting ahead of me. No! Not acceptable. No! No! I will not miss the fight. Aha! Okay, I couldn't transform my gun in time, but you know, close enough. Is that Wukong? Oh no, it's Titania. I'm trying to keep up with a Titania. No wonder I was failing there. I thought I was up against a Wukong for speed. First one here. Take that, Titania. Take that. Whew. Speed levels. How often do you see that? Is there an AoE Nuka Arch Gun? Well, the Mausolon has an AoE to it. So, kinda. Yeah, fair do, Destin. Fair do. You got melee ribbons? Yeah, fair do, Bella. Yeah, the melee ribbons are in the drop table. It's just there's not many of them. It's a low chance. When will Lavros Prime come out? Not for a while. Not for a long while yet.
It is done, Tenno.
Alright then. There we are. 7,000 Nightwave standing. Guys, health to 5 steel essence. Magna optics, no one cares about that. All good. Level spare speed frame? No, but still fun. Lucky, once you've entered into the raffle, if you are the winner, you'll be contacted by myself here on Twitch shortly after the end of the draw. So even if you're not around, so long as you check into your inbox within 24 hours of the end of the stream, you'll be able to claim it. Because I know for some people the way they do giveaways, they're like, oh yeah, you gotta stay here and you gotta be here for the draw, because if you don't respond, I'll immediately re-roll it to someone else. And I get that, but it just seems rather forced. It's not like I'm doing some big 1,000, 10,000 platinum giveaway. It's 75. Okay, it's 75 platinum. It's not game-breaking, game-changing. It's a nice thing to have. And given that there are multiple people going for it, it means that I would be asking you to stick around on the chance of having that amount of platinum. And to be quite honest, that just seems a little bit obnoxious, if I'm quite honest about it. So that's why I don't do that. When it comes to the standard platinum raffle that we do here every Wednesday and Sunday, so long as you got a ticket, you just need to respond to the Twitch message, if you're the winner of course, within 24 hours of the win. And that's it, you get it. Simple as that. Because I understand that you can't be here the entire stream. You want to enjoy it for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour. Maybe you watch it for 2 hours, 50 minutes, but 10 minutes before the end, you gotta go because your pizza's arrived. That's not my problem. So why make it a problem for you? See what I mean? So yeah. So I'm saying I'm broken enough that I can't say no to 2 formal bundles? Yeah, fair do. If it was something much bigger, like a Wisp Prime Access or something, then yeah, I would consider making it a little bit more engaged. But for a little, and it is a little bit of plat, plat that would be a little over 1% of what I have. You know, I mean, that would be a bit harsh. Crimine saying, I'd honestly say the entire stream, but time zones suck. Yeah, you're not the only one on that, Crimine. We usually have here, towards the end of stream, someone pop in by the name of New Zealand Penguin. Guess where they are? So yeah, unfortunately, the nature of time zones, the nature of planet Earth being a sphere and not a flat disc, is that not everyone can enjoy it in their comfortable time zones. It's just a reality of it. But hey, that's what the replay channel's there for. If you do miss something, you can always catch it on the replay channel. All my streams, when they don't break, go over there. Right, so we got the Steel Essence. Not that very quick Steel Essence. I'm going to go through the open worlds. Go through these 3 here and grab a whole bunch of standing. First things first, if I head on over to the Intrati, because I might have mother tokens lying around, and if not, well, we can earn them. So let's head over to the Intrati. That's Mars again. Well done. Try that again. Yep, you just triggered the Lich. Necrolist 69. How have we started getting every 69 open? Who's been working on this? Some syndicates hate you. You're not doing it right if you don't have someone at least hating you, it seems. Earth is round. You thought it was in the shape of the Velociraptor. It is in the shape of the Velociraptor. And the Velociraptor is round. A very fat Velociraptor, granted. But, you know, if you take a Velociraptor and you forget about the legs and tail and give it a load of food so it becomes all fat, then, yeah, it's roughly Velociraptor shaped. To within acceptable orders of magnitude of shape. Yeah, but it roughly matches. Alright, Grandmother, let's see, what have we got? If we trade in tokens for standing, I have quite a few mother tokens. Hell, I have quite a few grandmother tokens. Okay, yeah, looks like we don't need to do any Indrati mission today, chat. I am perfectly good when it comes to tokens. Look at that, that's beautiful. Let me see if I can trade up any.
Shall we?
Oh, I can trade up some. I can trade up pure mother tokens. Sun tokens, yeah, it's a worthy trade up. Pure mother tokens again, yep, that's a freebie. And pure mother tokens, triple freebie. The reason I'm doing that is 10 mother tokens turned into a grandmother token. A grandmother token is worth 15 mother tokens in terms of standing. So basically it's a 50% bonus.
Go on, dear.
As you see, if I go 10 here, and I go 1 here, yeah, literally 50% bonus. So that's a win. That is an absolute win. So what I'll do here is I'll do 1 less than the max, because I don't want to waste any standing, and then I'll do these for the rest. Not a single point of standing wasted. Beautiful. Next time, I could just use that later. I don't need to do any Indrati bounties, I've already done them. So, Aaron, Predator Queen, we're going to have to reform the squad in a moment, because I'm dipping out of there. Didn't physicists consider everything round? I don't know exactly what you're referring to there, Daitai, so I can't answer that one. Yeah. Alright, well, before bringing anyone else in, I should probably check onto the others then, see if I just have stuff lying around for Fortuna. Maybe I have a bunch of minerals just sat there. You should allow squads to leave worlds together? You could just reform, it's not that big of a deal. There are much greater things I'd like them to focus on than that. Much greater. Alright, do I have any debt bonds lying around? Yes! Yes, I do. Alright then. I would be using up nearly all of these. But, you know, that works just fine for me. I'm not really using them for anything else. The question is, though, I can be using them for something else. Let me check my minerals first. Oops, rolled past him.
The taxmen have imposed strict
Oh,
limits on
yes.
mining ventures.
Look at that. 44 Zodian just lying around. What am I doing with that? Alright, there we are. Well, that's an easy win. I don't need to do anything on this open world either. This is how it feels to be late game. You just walk into a place like, oh, I've already got it all. Yeah. Ding. Job done. Alright then, let's check on Earth. I'm not going to have it here. Earth has terrible banking for standing. Like the fishing and mining both are pretty pants. So I'm probably going to have to go ahead and do some standing gathering here. But let's see. I could do some fishing. I don't mind a little bit of fishing. I haven't done a fishing in a hot minute. Let's check what I've got at the moment. Provide cut fish. 125 standing! Yay! Well.
These will be received gratefully.
Now that feels like proper MR0 day there. Okay. Do I have gems? That's a bit better. That is a bit better right there. There we go. You know what? I don't even care about the lost extra 125 standing from that fish. I apparently have all of the gems. Like, that's near enough a full day standing.
Mining.
That Yeah, I've got, what, 2 days worth of standing near enough there? That's cool. This one, only 1 day's worth of standing. This one, about 1 day's worth of standing. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a bit days worth of standing here. I could turn this in every day for a week and I would still have some gems left over. Just about. That sure beats the fishing. That sure beats the fishing. Let's do these because I've just got so much of them on that one. And it perfectly lines up with my cat. Somehow. But, how do people use open world factions to get new prime relics? So the way it works is that you go to browse wares of the mining person, and it is the relic pack here, 20,000 standing. It's not a good rate of return. It really isn't a good rate of return, except when there's a brand new prime. That's the only time that it suddenly becomes interesting. What about the quills and little duck? No. So if I head on over to Quill Onco. Make sure I don't hit Onco, we'll be here for the next 20 years. So you see the options they got here, no relic pack. No bueno. But you can still get platinum this way. I may have a video on the way up and about that. So yeah, there you go. So that's the open world's done. Yeah, just that was a terribly weak snap, but you'll have to imagine it was more impressive than that. Done, just like that. That was easy. I think I've been playing this game a bit much, guys. Yeah, I should probably I probably should be Oberon IRL and touch some grass. Yeah, all right. Standing achieved. They also don't have a relic pack, so don't need to consider ourselves there. No relic pack. This doesn't exist. This button doesn't exist. You were hallucinating it. This doesn't exist. So none of that. These will just level up as a course of doing things. So you thought they did? Fairly certain they don't, Predator Queen. But all right, you think they do. So let's head over there. Let me just demonstrate to you that they don't. What is what? Leftover test syndicate? Yeah, you know, DE, just leaving in placeholder stuff. We've seen it before. Brackets PH syndicate. Do you still need to get an Ekmek for New War? Yes, that requirement hasn't changed. You still need to get it. It has been made easier since the release of the New War, but you still need to do it. Alright, so, shop number 1, Caballero, browse wares. Relic packs? Nope.
Whatever. Stay sharp.
Agreed. Let's head to person number 2. This is for obtaining standing, so that's not how it counts. Archimedean supplies? Nope. I can grab these though.
Let's see
Yoink.
what twisted wonders the void has created.
Trade for void plumes? Nope. Trade lure thrax plasm? Nope. Nada, nada, nada.
Oh, goodbye then.
But what about the person down here, you might be thinking? Let's head on over to Hombask.
Everything you need.
Normazone items? Nope, no relic packs to be found in here. I can confirm that by searching relic. Yep, no, not a thing. Void shell and scenes? Nope. There we are. Pretty conclusive, I'd say. Pretty conclusive there for you, Predator Queen. I will, however, grab the standing here because I've got the stuff to turn in. So, exchange for standing, quills. Yep, there we go. That'll do just fine. But what do we need for Wisp Prime? Relics. Right. Did someone drop their ephemera? Hello? Is it? I'm just going to leave that there.
Zerman is holding steady.
Which direction were actually made? Use Fortuna Token Systems 2 in terms of standing? We can farm it through the mining gems. It's a thing. Goodbye from Fazio, Orbiter. Solomir, what do you want about? You might be thinking of something else there, my dude. You might be thinking of something else.
Everyone pulling together.
Anyway, let's dip out of this location here, because there is no relic to be found. Now, you don't want to get the relic straight away, because obviously the Wisp Prime relics don't exist yet. What we're doing here is we're getting the all the necessary bits and pieces to be able to buy relics on the moment that it drops. What's the blue glowy things? Honestly, not sure. Not sure, not looked into that myself. Right, let's use this placeholder button, this placeholder faction, to access a guy who's got nothing to do with it. Totes me goats. And let's just check, how much standing have I actually banked with this guy? How much have I got here? Not standing, essence. Because if I were to buy relic packs... I'm already at the maximum. You can only buy 25 packs. Is it per day or per week? I can't remember. Per week. Okay. Yeah, because otherwise it would have less than a day there. So I'm already at the max. Nearly at the max twice over, actually. So, yeah, that's... I'm running out of places I can get relics. Why do I have all this stuff just banked up? What have I been doing? I need one of those. Always have at least one spare. But otherwise, what? Yeah, this was the primary way people used to get relics for the brand new updates. So they would have... look, I have 676 Seal Essence. I've not been trying to get it. I picked up 25 in a few missions just earlier on stream here. Now imagine someone who does that every day between one Prime release and the next. The last Prime release was over 100 days ago. So 100 days of that, that's 2,500 Steel Essence just from doing the daily incursions. Then you add on someone actually farming this stuff. If they're a resource booster, and just a resource booster, they're looking at 4 per Acolyte drop. Acolytes come every 5 minutes roughly, so that is coming out to around about 48 per hour. Which means that with an hour of running, plus the incursions, they're getting around about 3 times as much as just incursions. That puts them about 7,500. Which kind of gets a little bit crazy, because if you think 75 gets you 5 relic packs, the 7,500 would get you 500 packs. 500 packs for an honestly not huge amount of farming. I say not huge, I am talking about 100 hours of farming, so actually yeah, it is kind of huge. It is kind of huge, but still. That's what people were banking up, and it meant that as soon as something dropped, some people were just going, BAM! I got it all. Market flood. D decided, nah, we're not going to have that. Which I guess is understandable. Because they're not saying you can't do it, they're just saying slow the F down. Someone purchased 18 million Kuva Steel Essence. Good god, yeah, because that's limited now to 25 purchases. 18 million. Well, it's 10,000 per pack, so that would be 18... That's a 1.8 thousand, so 1,800 packs. Which is Steel Essence there. 1,800, 18,000, so 27,000 Steel Essence. That would be 27,000 Steel Essence, and the worst thing about that is that I can honestly believe that. Especially back when there used to be the most obscene ways of stacking up Steel Essence. I think I actually covered this. Yeah, I covered this in one of my videos. It got patched out, unfortunately. Where you could leave the Steel Essence on the ground whilst picking up all the other resources being dropped by enemies. Especially good with the Infested because they all come into range. And so the Steel Essence would stay there indefinitely. And then what you do is wait for your Smee to give out to multi-proc Charm with the drop bonus. So instead of 2 times, you get 2 times, then 4 times, maybe even 8 times. And when you got that 8 times bonus, plus the, or multiplied by the resource booster, make it 16 times, then you go around, scoop up all that steel essence, which by this point would be 4, maybe 5 drops. 5 drops of 2 essence, multiplied by 16, you got 10 essence, 1660 pickup. Bam. 160 steel essence in what? Half hour. Kinda crazy. And not unreasonable. So D went, yeah, no, that's not okay. We're gonna make those drops time out after 5 minutes. Again, understandable. They want resources to come into the game at a certain rate. Yeah. So you can still get some pretty stonks pickups, but you can no longer get 160 in one go pickup. That's kind of gone. But let's say when I bought a pack, I got Iron instead of Relic. Wasn't happy about that. Packs, first of all, come in 3, so you'll get 3 things. Secondly, Ire is actually a good reward. Unless there is a really, really high-profile relic you're caring about, and even then, most of the relics are not going to be that relic you're looking for, Ire's a good reward. You can trade out Ire at, like, around about 4 to 5 plat per Ire, in terms of buying the Resurgence relics and selling them to other people. Around 4 to 5 plat. So that's not a bad pickup at all. Whereas typical relics are worth, 1. So yeah. Ire's good. Lavos Prime when? In the future. That's when. It'll be announced when it's announced. Can you buy relic packs with Vitus Essence? Good question. I don't actually remember. I'm going to say no because it doesn't ring a bell, but let's check. Let's check that.
You set the example.
Want to know how Ire tastes? It tastes of nostalgia. Canonically, I'd say Ire tastes of nostalgia. Because Ire is liquid memory. Alright, you there. Broski, what you got for me?
You have come
No,
to
get out of my
collect
face.
honors earned through arbitration.
New, doesn't seem like it here, which is fine. I have 138 Vitus Essence. Okay. Just a little bit of essence. But new, not what we're looking for there, which is fine. I could, however, just like buy galvanized mods, sell those, and then, I mean, what are the galvanized mods currently going for? Let's have a gander here. If I go for galvanized chamber, typical trade is at about 12 platinum. That's less than I expected, to be honest. Yeah, it's the same for aptitude. Is it the same for savvy? Yep, about the same again. Is it the same for diffusion? It's gonna be, but I'm just checking that one as well. Yeah, it's pretty consistent. So it's about 12 platinum on BC for one of these. So if I traded in all my essence here, I'll be able to get 6 of them. That's about 72 plats worth. That's not going to be a Wisp Prime set. No. And no. And when you consider how much plat I've just rattled off there, that coup is not worth it. It's not. Yeah, Idol. Wisp Prime comes out on a Thursday rather than a Wednesday. It's a bit strange. Change of day, but you know, it's fine. If they did a Friday release, then I would be like, D, what the hell? You're confused. How much do I think Wisp Prime Access will cost? The same as previous Prime Access is, most likely. I don't see any reason D would have changed those prices. So if I'm saying, if you have the Endo to upgrade the Galvanized mod that's big plat, but that's plat for the Endo, not for the mod. The mod is part of it, but mostly it's for the Endo. And whilst I do have the Endo going around, I like having that big number there. Because if I turn that big number into plat, I'll have a smaller number. And that's not as fun. That's just not as fun. So I'll stick with having the bigger number. Because it's more fun. Make sense? Actually, it does not spark much joy. I mean, 600,000 Endo sparks joy. That's a lot of duplicates. Yeah, I've got a couple. Isn't Echoes of Debris G30th? Where? What? idle? What? Where said that? Yeah, I've got a couple duplicates, you know, just, Oh, Last Thumper, let's just select all but one. We select a couple pages of these, just to get an idea as to, what I got sat around here, you know, it's a bit. Yeah, so that just those sets there, that's 41,000 mods, that's 11 million credits, or 250,000 endo. How do you select all at once? On PC, it's middle mouse button. So the secondary fire button on console might do it, or it might be a different button on console, but PC is middle mouse button. Yeah, so there's a little bit of endo in duplicates, just kind of it's out there. You swear the news console and Orbiter said 30th. I'm not seeing echoes there at all. I'm seeing Wisp Prime. And Mirage Prime. Corona Nereus Weapon Bundle. Crimes Calevo. Start playing to Recall. Tenocon merch. Tenocon giveaways. Tenocon countdown. Wisp. Nope. Noopity nope. That's a big nope on all that lot. Fair do, Idle. Fair do. We'll leave you to your discoveries. Right, what are the other sources of relic packs then? Surely I haven't just done them all. Surely not. No. There's got to be more. Relic pack Warframe. I'm blooming Googling this now. Let's see here. There we go. Give us all the space we can. Relic packs. Packs can be acquired from Syndicate Factions in the Ostrons, Solaris, Entrati, and Teshin. Huh. That's, Huh. Yeah, I've done the open worlds, all three of them. Maxed out the standing because I just happen to have materials to trade in for 32k standing on all three of them. So that's it for my day. Does the Red Veil woman sell relic packs? No, she sells Kuva weekly, credits weekly, 2 Rivens weekly, and then Rel's Donda, which is this little thing on the corner right here. That's what she sells. On Void Traces? Not a bad shout, actually. That is not a bad shout, Cosmo. Well done. What are my Void Traces at? Please don't be max. Very far from max. Right, let's crack some relics that no one cares about. If you want to join me on the super fast, stupid relic cracking, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. Seeing as I'm out of ways to get hold of relic packs in even a reasonable amount of time, we might as well get Void Traces. Send me a message in game. Take preference to those who've not been in squad so far today. So Predator Queen, if no one else looks to take the spot, I'll bring you on in. Just close up the old tabs otherwise. No, Asgard, come on in. Well, the Void Ciphers for originally? Ooh. I genuinely cannot remember. Yep, no idea, sorry. Cannot remember. Alright, we've got Asgard so far. Here we go. We got in Evasive Poyo. And we've got space for one more person. Space for one more person. If no one else shouts, Predator Queen will get it, but they've been with us on a few missions already today, so I'm happy to mix it up. Give everyone an opportunity. Alright. Red Queen, you get your spot. You get your spot. Come on, game. Give us a capture. Give us a capture. Give us a... You bastard. Come on, Steel Path. Give us a capture. Give us a capture. You bloody bastard. Alright. Game said no. What else we got? Defense, sabotage, rescue, blah, 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 blah. Right. Rescue's going to be the best. Yeah, might as well go Neo Rescue. Everyone's got Neo Relics. And I've got loads of M4s, so let's just start opening them. You've got the message command. Is it /W? It is. Exclamation mark join. Unfortunately, a little bit slow on that one today now. But yeah, exclamation mark join if you don't know how to send people message in game to say I want to join. Tomorrow you're going to put Elemental Ward onto Varuna. Hopefully it helps the survivability. It's not going to do a lot. I can tell you that for free. It's not going to do a lot. If I'm comfortable talking about it, what's the nature of my LGBT tag? This is a welcoming space for everyone who is part of the LGBT plus community. Whichever letter, however far down, whatever you consider yourself as part of that, whether you are questioning, fully engaged with the community, or just an ally, doesn't matter. All welcome on that regard there. It's a make a point that anyone who finds themselves opposed to that existence is in the wrong place, quite frankly. GDFO if you oppose that. That's what that means. Yeah. I live by a principle, very simple principle of live and let live, but it is a two-way social contract. Those who live in such a way to allow others to let live are included in it. Those, like Nazis who don't, can find themselves on the wrong side of history, no matter how many times they decide to pop up. That's part of what that means. Alright, we need to make sure that we pick up a reactant along the way here. I love how all these Incarnate guns, all these crazy bits and pieces that come out. When I want to do a low-level mission like this, I grab the Amprex. There's just something so satisfying about this weapon. Nothing really compares.
I knew you would come. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That was the connection I was looking for. You saw that sudden explosion of all nearby enemies. Just popped open a whole bunch of reactants at once. Stop rolling around. Ah, just land on the platform. My god, OSHA problems everywhere. And we're good. I'll say I would like to post my link. Subs run out, support so Daddy can. Please don't do that. Permissions will get a chance. Have we not got a mod on here? I swear we saw Zom just a second ago who could do that for you. I don't have a Frame open, so I'm going to pick the former. Exactly, Dylan. Exactly. Any tips on how to prepare for tomorrow? Relic pack. So get your syndicate standing up with the normal syndicates. Get your syndicate standing up with the Ostrons, the Solaris, and the Intrati. I just traded in a whole bunch of stuff I had spare, that was fine. And get yourself like 400 Seal Essence. And once you got that, you're done. Also get yourself Void Traces. That's what we're doing now. Void Traces in the name of the game after that. Alright. Permit, Idle, Outlaw. Boom, there you go. You got 60 seconds. Hurry. Be quick. Signor, I have no idea what that means. Sorry, never played Guild Wars 2. New Incarnate Rotation. New Incarnate Rotation Idle Outlaw. That's not an update. That's the new Incarnate Rotation starts then. Yeah, that's a different thing. Very different thing. Alright. Let's continue. Would you look at that? It hurt my press. Okay, let's make best use of this then. 1.5 hours of the fastest missions we can do. Let's go. Do you think it's better to do quick fishers or endless ones? Quick fishers are pretty much the best ones, unless your load time is absolute shit. If you prefer endless modes, then you prefer endless modes. I can't stop you on that, but in terms of relics opened and therefore void traces gained and ducats gained per hour, quick missions are quicker. Yeah. Syndicate battalions are unlimited source of syndicate standing. They are, however, they... Well, unlimited in that you can keep trading them in. They're limited in how much you can get per day. But you could trade them all in at once. The problem is that find them actually just isn't really worth a lot. Even with a new prime, it's not really worth a whole lot overall. For the time spent, you could be spending that time elsewhere, is my point. Alright, make sure you let people get corrupted before killing them.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the
If we kill them too quickly, we don't get our reactant, because do you still believe in reactant? Look at all this. I can kill this one, but these guys... Any second now. That cat's gonna kill them all, isn't it? The cat's gonna kill them. Fuck this. I'm gonna go elsewhere. It's a stupid system anyway.
My readings indicate an increasingly dense neural network beneath the forest floor.
Oh.
This can only mean one thing. The silver grove.
I'm gonna have a look for it. I'm gonna have a look. I think it's it. There, yeah, there it is. Let's do it. Why not? Hello, broski. Oops. They died. My bad. Sorry, I killed them. It was a little bit quick.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Barrow comes out in 2 days. Yep. Is it worth it to get 4 syndicates method? No, I'd say stick with the 3. Stick with the 3. So 2 that you actively work on and then 1 that's just kind of there. I'm going to take the Fallen Blueprint, to be honest with you. I'm going to take the Fallen Blueprint. Sometimes you don't get reactant after taking nukes in the map. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pain. Hey, 31 Void Tracers. That's a nice pickup. I'll take that. And passively gaining some sunlight plants along the way. Why are we getting messages? Who's messaging? Invite with full squads, alright. You can actually choose what you get in co-op? Yeah, if someone has a different reward, well, even the same reward, you can just go and select it. Absolutely. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we are. Off we top. Yeah, Super Vegeta. This is why you always run relics in a group, because you can pick up other people's stuff. And it doesn't take it from them, it means that you both get the reward.
We received
And that is
intel
brilliant.
that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
Death. As soon as the invulnerability wears off, it's just death. Where do you think you're going, mate? Got him. You're on Switch, you have
Once your
slow loading times?
back at
Ah.
base, your part is done here.
I'll remember to not invite you back. No, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. Fully stocked and mission
The
end.
has been cracked open.
Sweet.
Finish your mission to find
Took
out
me
what's
just
inside.
about a minute to get here. Now we just wait for the others to continue walking. Actually, Poyo still needs to get one more reactant. Poyo? Come on, just head towards extraction. They should be here. Unless you ran ahead of the group. There should usually be them on the way, because we all picked them up. You looked? How did you do this? Well, hurry. You got seconds, my dude. Do I have Architra's my levels? Yeah, I've got Parkour Velocity on a Tau Forged. I've got 2 normal casting speed. And I've got armor, 1 casting speed... sorry, 1 Tau Forged armor, 1 normal armor. So, 2 lots of armor, 2 lots of casting speed, and 1 for Parkour Velocity. With a little bit of Tau Forged action. Build dip. Alright. Fairly duty. That means we have a space available. Yeah, it's fine, it's good. You have a good one. Got Aaron looking to return. Aaron, you were with us earlier, so the preference will go to Spaghetti here. Boop. There we are. You just realised Vice Essence Vendor is the only place you can buy limited Kuva? Limitless Kuva? I guess. You still have to farm the essence, but yeah, I guess. Let's go. So switch because you want Mace to be Pierce, but you're going to have to scroll up to do Mott. Mott. Oh yeah, Mott's the survival one, right? If you're struggling on that one, might I suggest trying out Loki? You can get hold of Loki. Easy enough to get hold of Loki. Farmable on the star chart. The reason I suggest Loki there is because you've got invisibility to keep you going, and you've got radial disarm as well. So if the enemies are able to spot you, well, you've taken away all their weaponry. So if you go for a high efficiency Loki, yeah, for a new bro style approach, that can help.
You are here on a capture mission. You must
It's what
find,
got me
capture,
through the
extract our
tier 4
target.
void when I was new. Was using a disarming invisible Loki. Because disarming was good for the mobile defense as well, to keep them off the mobile defense console in that mission over there. Very handy.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point.
Because this was when I didn't have Cora, so I couldn't rely on that easy way. Oxler's doing good work. Scanning away. And we're good. Alright then.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Dash my way through all of those. Skip on past them. And we're good. Easy. Hello there, Dude Lord. First time catching a stream, love the vids. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome on in. Hope you enjoy the streams whilst we're too. We're just getting reactant. Not reactant. Void traces at the moment. Oh, hello. I'll take that one. Just getting void traces at the moment in a preparation for... Okay, I'll take this one. In preparation for Wisp Prime. Hello, Hoodoo. How good is Shade Prime? Well, Shade Prime is basically Shade, and Shade is... Yeah. You may well be better off selling it to others if you have a set. Unless you want the Mastery rank. Because, you know, it's 9,000. You get Shade Prime, and you get the weapon that's primed. So that's 9,000 Mastery points. That's equivalent to 1.5 Warframes right there. Why is my standing not full? Because these are still going up. We did everything else, but that still needs to tick up. But that's fine. Is there any way to speed up a trace farm other than buy a booster and bring Smeeter? No. Booster Smeeter is it. That's all you get. That is all you get on that one. I could drop the plat to get a booster myself here right now, but honestly, not that big of a stress. I'm not overdoing it. No need to, quite frankly. If I drop the plat on the booster, I might as well drop the plat on Wisp. I know they're not on the same price, but you get what I mean. Doesn't quite add up. Funny D gave us more 2 times resource events. One thing about booster events like that is that it actually makes people play less. This is something that I remember reading about from the, behind the scenes about RuneScape. Is that they discovered that the more events they did, where people got more experience in their case, the less people played because they were holding off for these events and then burning themselves out on the events.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point.
So, as much as people may ask for 2 times the events for resource drops and whatnot, because hey, who doesn't love more resources? Well, it turns out the average person doesn't love more resources because we don't manage it correctly. That's a really loud Kubra action. Okay, shut up. And they didn't get corrupted, thanks. We kind of need traces, guys. Don't blow up the enemies that aren't corrupted. Except for Kubros, because they are loud. Will I be live tomorrow for Wisp? No. No, I'll be live today. I'll be live on Friday for not Warframe, and I'll be live on Sunday for Warframe. But I won't be doing a special stream for the update, no. Alright, cool. Reactant. Gah! Hey guys, what have we done wrong this time? We have 29 kills between us? That's it. We've not been overkilling. We have 29 kills. This is why I say Reactant is an outdated system. Look at this. There's a little bit going around here. We shouldn't have to be hunting the map for spawns that decided to happen after the fact. That's embarrassing. Oh, that one accidentally died. Not corrupted. Not corrupted. Not corrupted. Not corrupted. Oh, come on. This is my issue with Reactant. This is my issue with Reactant. It shouldn't do this. It shouldn't be like this. There we are, cool, thank you. I'm at 10 now.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out.
So I'll get myself close to extraction, whilst the others get their Reactant as well. The fact that I could get to extraction, having killed the corrupt enemies I saw along the way, we had between us 29 kills and not even half the Reactant. That was silly. Yeah. And cool, that's everyone at 10. This way you'd rather do Exterminate, so be hard pressed not to get 10 Reactants and 80 kills. Usually captures can be fine, it's just this particular one decided to screw us over, adding to their time. But it's still, on average, beating out exterminates. Yeah, I'll take the leisure beast. No one wants Fang. Fang's nah. These kinds of things, they create roadblocks, they create stumbling blocks. Not roadblocks, stumbling blocks. It's like when you're trying to go to sleep, and I know everyone has experienced this, when you're trying to go to sleep, and then you suddenly get that falling feeling, you're jolted awake. You weren't falling anywhere, nothing was going wrong. Your brain just kind of caught you for a moment. It's a weird quirk of biology. But it is that same kind of disruptive feeling, it just doesn't need to be there. In this case, it's just that jolt, that pull away of, oh, come on. And it takes you out of the game. Does me. Like, great, cool. Thanks for that. Supposedly a nice fact when we lived in trees? Maybe. I heard as well as it because of the way that your senses shut down basically for sleeping. If things drop suddenly too quickly, or maybe it's your blood pressure, whatever it is, something drops a little too quickly out, your brain misinterprets it as you dying and go, whoa, shit! But I don't know if there is an established scientific consensus on exactly what that whole jolt is. You don't have any Nesh's relics needed for Switch account? You'll get them eventually. How much platinum do Prime Access normally have? What? When you buy the Prime Access? I know that the top tier one usually comes with, I think it's 3,900.
Happy hunting.
Aside from that, I don't remember the other packs. Have a look at what the Hildren ones are. Have a look at the Hildren ones. That'll give you an idea.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted
Alright,
to the extraction
reactant.
point. Well done.
I am at 2. Over there is 4. Got some enemies here. They are not corrupted. Yoink, yoink, yoink. There's 6, 7, 8, and 9. Can we jump? And there's 10. Cool, I'm good.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Ah, I can dip on out. Ta-da!
Prepare for incoming support.
Still waiting for the Ember and Frost and Resurgence? Yeah. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. Nagan Tiger, I guess. Yeah, I'll take that one. Hello, Moon. Prep's going well. Prep is indeed going well. You think it's just 2 turns to play levels? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, Haverbray. I think the only thing Big Brain required when it comes to playing Lavos is realizing that you can play Lavos. Because some people look at the lack of energy, they look at the lack of spammable shield gate and go, it's too weak. That's small brain. If you can get past that, you're smart enough to play Lavos. Hello, Baruxus. Welcome on in. How you doing? Thanks for raiding on over. Welcome in there, my dude. How's your stream been? IQ increases when playing Lavos? Probably, yeah. Probably. But Lavos doesn't need a complex mindset. No. Yeah, we're farming Void Tracer's Moon. Farming up Void Tracer. We got the standing on pretty much everything. Just need to, you know, get basic standing for just playing the game, which, well, we're playing the game, aren't we? So it's just a Void Trace farm at this point, yeah. We're saying it's great today, Baby Tenno in Steel Path, so just getting my sea legs under me. Ah, fair do, yeah. Steel Path is quite the jump up in difficulty. It's Certainly a wake-up call for everyone who thinks they've got good builds on the normal star chart. You suddenly go, oh no. Was vaulted when Wisp comes out, as Cosmo said, Nihilist, yeah. Predator Queen still struggling in Steel Path? Yeah, that happens. You'll find your flow.
Somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
Did I just kill them all? Like, zoomies? I think I killed them through zoomies. Oh well. Might as well finish off that last one. Reactant, corruption. I hear a corruption. Will we finally get our first piece of reactant this mission now the objective is complete? There we are, my first reactant, and the objective is complete. Concern. There's some corrupted stuff down here. Yeah, let's just melt the area. If it's alive, it's dead. There we go, that's no bit of reactant. That should be another bit. There we go, yoink. Up at 7, and judging by what the other guys have, there should be more up ahead. Boom. Just like that.
That's it. You've opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Wonderful. Not everyone's at 10. Some people didn't clear out the enemies with me at the back there. They went forwards. Having already seen what's going on, they kept going forwards. Please don't do that. My poor bit rate. Ah. Still waiting on Spaghetti. I can just say Sunny by Ember, and he's 4 more former, 2 Humble Mods. Humble? Ember? Need? I do. There we are, we're all good now. Revenant Prime Neuroptics! Okay, this wasn't a relic share, this just happened by chance. There we are. Everyone's a winner, except for you. Yeah. Do you want Revenant or do you want Legs? Those are your choices. That's alright, Brooks. You have a good one. You take care. And thanks for swinging by. What I said, I don't really know how to shield gates. Really level seems fun to play with. Really like being a sport type of person. Wisp will help with that. Yeah. Levels isn't a huge amount of support. Isn't a huge amount of support, but all the same. Still good. The best for Lavos is that set up appropriately, you can barely focus on defense. Like, because I've got full Umbral set, adaptation, and Arcane Grace, most missions he just stays alive. Because regenerating health at 6% health per second, well, my health is over 2,000, meaning I gain over 120 health per second. With the damage reduction on armor and the damage reduction for adaptation, that's a lot. You're looking at like what, probably about 2,000 effective hit points per second healing passively. That is a lot. But yeah. Yeah, Wisp's 4th ability suffers from the same thing that a lot of abilities suffer from, and that's strength scaling is nowhere near weapon scaling. It's a design... I won't say design flaw, but it's certainly a design choice by DE. That choice being that ability damage starts off a lot stronger, like in the earlier part of the game, when you're using Volt, for example. Volt's first ability is actually a great group damage dealer in low levels. It seems worth the energy cost. But then when you get to higher levels, it's a tickle. Even with 500% strength, it's a tickle. Loads of abilities. Most abilities are like that. Server we on? Europe.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
So yeah, until and unless they decide to do something about that, which they're under no obligation to do, but until they decide to do that, damage abilities that don't have mod scaling, just strength scaling, will forever just kind of be pants at the high tier. Just to understand perspective, why keep Arcing Grace when your one basically insta-heals you? Because then I don't need to use the one for healing. It's passive. I can use the one, I can absolutely focus on that, but I have no requirement to do so. It is completely passive. That's my setup, is Lavos is a lazy tank. Lavos just survives. And it's nice. Bio! You gotta start paying attention to this, my dude. With your Volt there, you keep on activating your sprint and going a little bit too fast, it seems. You're not catching the reactants as we go. Gotta be looking for this stuff. Yeah, they've got the beast. What Archon shards do I recommend in general use Lavos? Casting speed, parkour velocity, those are two very good ones to have. Casting speed, it's very helpful for his 4th especially. Feels nice on the 1, but mostly it's for the 4th. And then parkour velocity because yeet is fun. Aside from that, armor shards can just further dial down on the armor health tank. It's not necessary, but it's an option. Aside from that, you can go for a bit more strength if you want. You can go for a bit more duration if you want. Both of those don't really matter all that much. It's there. You can go for weapon bonuses, the primary, secondary, melee ones. Again, up to you what's really valuable to you there. And that's really about it. You don't need starting energy for obvious reasons. Shield bonuses, no thank you. Health or pickup, nah. Energy or pickup, useless. Don't think you can even select it. It's that useless to you, so yeah. Is the Gotfra Gara free stream already over, or is it later? It's later, that's Tenacon, isn't it? Yeah, fairly certain that's Tenacon, which is next month. Yeah, this is just a skill rotation for Lavos. It's not really a skill rotation frame in that sense. Like, sure, you can try and combo using 2, then 1, and then slap them with your 4, then use your 3 to recharge, or use your 3 to further power the 4, but then you don't have it there as a recharge. You could do that, but it's more, for me, it's just focus on casting as you cast. 543 traces so far. It's like, if I need to move around, I use my 2. If I need to heal or reduce cooldown, I use my 1. If I want to stun a group of enemies, or again, reduce cooldowns, I'll use my 3. Also good for turning ammo pickups into universal ones. If I want to spread status very far and wide or deal damage, certainly on lower levels, I'll use my 4. It's that, basically.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Alright, come on. Corrupt. Over this way. Oh, this one as well. Yoink. Zap. Lots of quick zappage. Let's get this before he runs away. There we go. More corruption. Beautiful. Over here, are you corrupted? You are
Mission
not.
complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction
You
point.
can live.
Well done.
Jaws being a bit extra tricky today. Not so great. But it's fine. As long as it doesn't, you know, kill me or anything. Which way? Alright, one more bit of reactants and then we'll be good to go. You gonna get corrupted? Maybe. Yep, here we go. Beautiful. Thank you.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Oh, nearly did that right. nearly placed that well. Whereas that was a terrible jump. Ta-da! Mission successful. Can you mark it here? If you mean sell stuff, no. This is a Twitch chat. This is not a trading channel. If you'd like to sell things in Warframe, Warframe.market is a brilliant place for you to look to sell things. If you're looking to market things which are not from Warframe, that's called self-promotion. We don't look too kindly on that here. Alright, what have we got? We have got trash. Excellent. I love some trash. We can melt this trash down into ducats and hand it to the trash man. Yes. Amprex looks like a better Ignis Wraith Tube. That's because it is. Am I Legendary 3? No. Legendary 2. I just can't be bothered to go for the 3. It'll happen eventually. How much formant does the Amprex take? Because it is a early game weapon. It's MR10. It does take a fair amount. MR10, which you just get from the Clan Dojo, that is. Amprex Incarnate? That'd be nice. Or Tenet Amprex. But yeah, this is what I've got on my Amprex here. Granted, I've got myself a ribbon with it. This is 6 former to make it all fit. So, you know, it's not cheap. It is not cheap here. The ribbon here, crit damage, electricity plus damage. So that's doing some work. That is doing some work. And this I've gone for a viral hunter munitions approach, which just kind of covers everything. It's got some electric built in as well. No one really cares about that too much. Because the status and damage status output isn't really too crazy, I haven't gone for a galvanized aptitude. It's just not worth it. Not when I've got that ribbon there, especially. If I didn't have the ribbon, my recommendation would actually be considering Bane mod, because this is very status focused as well. So with the damage type on hunter munitions. Aside from that, what would I go for otherwise? Bladed rounds, yeah. Bladed rounds will be the one, because zoom in, or just aiming, crit damage bonus. Also, I've got this set to primary dexterity. Let's fix that. Merciless. There we go. Now it's even stronger. Alright. Thank you for selecting a Fisher. Let's get cracking. I don't like that it says Fisher, but it doesn't say what the actual mission is. Yeah, it doesn't say capture. Any particular reason I'm using Oxalus? Yeah, I'm using it right now because it's passively scanning plans for me, that's all. How do you get Prime Sure-Footed? Log in on 400 separate days. That's how. Nothing else you can do to get it faster. Alright, let's go.
On a capture mission. You must find,
Corrupted?
capture, and extract our target.
He died. Oops. I only wanted to zoomies. I didn't mean to kill with my zoomy zooms. Don't pick Prime Furio Vigor, the traps. Yeah, Prime Shred, then Prime Sure-Footed, then Prime Fury, then Prime Vigor. That's the order I'd recommend them in.
Captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Any other order just doesn't make sense. That's day 200, 400, 600, 900 of those. Guys, let him get corrupted. It's faster. Everywhere the reaction falls off the map. There we go. You guys gonna... No? Okay. And beautiful, got the full set.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission.
Spaghetti is far ahead of me, and oh, now they've got 10 reactions. I was going to say, you got ahead of me and you only had 8. But it turns out it's okay. Why Shred over Sure-Footed? Because you can't get Sure-Footed on day 200. That's why. If you could get Prime Sure-Footed day 200, then I'd recommend over Shred, but you can't. Does 2 Kavat imprint guarantee you with the Kavat you want? If the Kavat imprints both of what you want, yes. Each imprint is a 50%. Because, you know, mother and father, genetically speaking. Does Prime Sure-Footed affect that weird roll Titania does when flying? Ooh, good question. I don't know if it affects Titania's flight. I've never actually looked into that. I know that status immunity does block that, but I don't know if that particular status is specifically knocked down, if it can be countered by PSF. Someone else might know. Do I know about this personal thing? I've never heard of that, Lars. A name like that, is that a flower? Honestly sounds like a type of flower to me. I clearly don't know. Your keyboard's a mess? Oh, dust it. Freddy Queen, cheers. Oh. Enumclaw, Washington. I feel like I should be reading that first word backwards. That's how little sense it makes to me right now. Like, walk moon? The answer is no. It was no before, it's still no. Hello, Death Reachers. I love your vids, man. They're very helpful. You're welcome. Thank you very much.
You are here on a capture
Welcome into
mission.
stream.
You must find, capture, and extract our
Oops,
target.
they're dead. I just keep doing that. I do my first dash and it just murders a Grenier outright because we're on such a low level. They're not getting corrupted. What's with it?
Excellent work.
Please?
We'll interrogate the captive back
Who
at
needs
base.
900 energy from energy pizzas? What are you doing? Build a more efficient build, damn it. This is low level. You do not need a high strength build. Get your efficiency going. Come on, reactant. One more. There it is.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Will I be going over the Colder Punks changes more in depth when they're released in game? Yes. I will be going over them because status effects overall have changed quite a bit since my original video on the status overhaul, so it's about time to do a new one. I will be doing a full video covering all status effects as they currently are in the game. Status and damage. I will be doing an updated guide to that. I'm going to change squads later. Yeah, we'll give it a little bit longer on this squad. When we get to 2 hours on the stream here, I'll rotate out the squads if anyone wants to join in then. Alright, any gold? No. Keep praying, keep getting told no. Let's take Nagantaka. Just spread around the traces a little bit, why not? Moon, you want to be trading over on Warframe.market. This is not the place for trading, this is Twitch chat. Oh, you meant relics run that could drop in. Fair enough, right. Well, if you're looking to establish a squad, if you're not in the squad with us here, still the wrong spot. So I'm just came back from a call. Hot tip, everyone, don't name your kids after you. It can make game appointments so much harder for no reason. Oh, God. You've just reminded me of one of the more problematic calls I have ever had when I worked at a call centre. It was an absolute nightmare. An absolute nightmare to deal with. For the very simple reason that Muhammad is such a common name. There are loads of very common names out there. John Smith, BB, Chung. In this case, it was Mohammed. And I was dealing with a household where there was Mr. Mohammed, his son, Mr. Mohammed, his brother living with him, Mr. Mohammed. I'm just like, who am I speaking to? Because normal verification is just, I just need to know your name, address, name, postcode, address, confirm that they're an account holder. Yeah, here's my account.
You must find, capture, and extract our
Who am I speaking to? Who's which one? I want his family, like, family knows each other's date of births, at least you should. Come on, be good family members. At least the closest family, like brothers and sons. It's just... trying to make sure there's not any crossovers here. It's just a nightmare on that. And I asked if there was any spelling difference between them. Nope. All the same. Why would you do this? The whole point of names is to distinguish things. Why? Why would you do this?
We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
It doesn't matter what your name is, it doesn't matter what your family is, it doesn't matter what your culture is. Anywhere. If everyone's got the same name, you've completely defeated the purpose of names. I know one thing, Idol. I know one thing on that side. It's not required for everyone to be called Mohammed. It is absolutely not required, which means that the situation is entirely avoidable. And that's all I need to know on it. And if it wasn't avoidable under any particular culture, if there's any culture that says, no, you must all have the same names, well, that's a stupid culture, quite frankly, because, again, that defeats the purpose of names. So, yeah. It was a mess. It was a mess. Granted, when you reduce some families down to initials and surnames, it can also get similarly problematic. When J. Smith can be J. Smith and J. Smith. Like, okay, who are we dealing with? Well, J. Smith is John Smith, but then there's also Jane Smith and their son, Jim Smith. Like, oh, great, wonderful, excellent. Initial last name is often not enough to clarify who is who either. Back in the landline days of having people calling up like, yes, I would like to speak to Mr. Ken. So I'm obviously not going to tell you my last name. Okay, which one? Mr. Ken, your address? Yeah, which one? Mr. Ken who has an account for this. Like, yeah, which one? We know our last name is Junior. I thought you wouldn't figure it out. Imagine all foods were named food. How do we order what we want? Well, actually, it's funny you should mention that. It's funny you should mention that if I'm doing this. I remember reading this. I don't know the full veracity of it, but I remember reading that in older Japanese language, like older, there was not a distinguishment between the word for food and the word for rice.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find,
they were,
capture,
historically,
extract
the
our
same word in Japanese. But the thing is, that might sound ridiculous to some of you. That might sound ridiculous. Certainly if you don't know Japanese. But then, I want you to then think about English. I want you to think about a different word for cereal. For gruel. Such as meal. Yeah. Corey knew where I was going there. Corey says meal. We have meal meaning meal, the food, and meal meaning to have food. To have a meal. So it's funny you pick up the whole, oh, imagine calling every food food. Well, earlier language actually kind of did. Earlier language did do that. Orange and orange? Orange is an even stranger one. Why do we call ginger people redheads? Why? The hair is not red, it's orange. It's not red. So why were they called redheads? Because the colour
That's
orange
it. You opened the relic.
was
Finish your
established
mission and
later.
Take a look inside.
The colour orange was established later. Red was distinguished, yellow was distinguished, orange didn't have a word,
The enemy is broken.
and it
Well
was
done.
eventually
We'll get
named
to extraction.
after the orange. There were red oranges, and people eventually settled on the fact that red was too broad to deal with the fact that there were these things which were not quite red, not quite yellow, and orange was eventually coined as a word. Or rather taken from the orange that was one of these things that was in fact not quite red. And this comes across really broadly because actually our perception of colour is shaped by our language. Our perception of colour is shaped by our language, because the more words you have for colours, the more colours you are able to distinguish. This is a known and measured thing, and not only that, but the types of colours you can distinguish is shaped by your words as well. So, I remember coming across a documentary about this. It was looking into a tribe, I think it was an African tribe, their language, and they could tell apart some very, very subtle greens easily. Show on a screen which one's different out of like 12 nearly identical greens, which one's the one that's different. Yeah, that one. Whereas you and me growing up in, say, the US or Britain or anything like that would probably struggle. But then they were given a set of greens and blues, or one of them a blue. Now you and me, it's green or blue. Unless you're colourblind, you'd pretty quickly go, well, yeah, there's a blue one. That stands out. But to them, it wasn't. This particular combination of greens and a blue did not stand out as different. And the simple reason for that was their language was shaped around a different array of subtleties. And so they were trained for those differences. They shaped the perceptions in their head. So as much as you can look at two very similar colours and you can call out, if you focus on them, yeah, they're different colours if you focus. But then you might find yourself struggling. Well, I don't really have a word between them. We've got an orange and an orange. Oh, Fred's dipping it. Ah, Fred, what? I'm going to dip, not feeling great. Okay, Predator Queen, fair enough. Could have done with knowing that in game, because that's where the squad was, or before we were voting, but alright. We'll just run as a trio and then bring someone in.
We received
Hope you feel
intel that
better
somebody
soon, Brad.
vital to enemy operations is here.
That means there is a spot open, someone else wants to join in. Am I going to play Wayfinder? I may. There's a spot open for anyone else who wants to join in, so send me a message in game. I'll bring you in once we are out of this mission.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the
I
captive.
think I saw someone say, yeah, Brother only say, much like the Inuit for their words for snow. My understanding is the Inuit words for snow, they don't actually have loads of different words for snow. Not a huge abundance of them, but instead more descriptors. Much like we have wet snow and fluffy snow, compact snow, dirty snow. We have words for it too, phrases in English. It is much the same there. It's not really different words, it's phrases which can be misinterpreted as different words, I suppose. That's my understanding when it comes to Inuit words on that side.
Finish your mission and we'll
I'm
take
hearing a
a look
lot of
inside.
messages coming through, which is, you know what, we'll do a whole new squad. I think it's about time to rotate around for a whole new squad. Yeah. Just got here, is Gentle farming traces for the upcoming relics? Yes, I am. Need plenty of traces, so we're just speeding through, cracking up relics we don't really care about to get those traces. You said it during last mission, but no one noticed. No, nope, you definitely didn't send it in-game during last mission. Which is where I'll be focusing to make sure I get the messages to people in-game. Like, for general chit-chat, it's best to keep it to the Twitch chat. Yeah, absolutely, I do usually say that. That way this chat is clear for what needs my extra attention. But hey, it's a thing. You go rest, Predator Queen. So isn't it just they're used to differences in a train for it instead of pure vocabulary? Yeah, it's not pure vocabulary. It's not like you learn a word and suddenly your mind just explodes with this perceptive change. But instead, it's more along the lines of reinforcing the distinction. You can teach someone just the word, sure, and it won't make much of a difference. It is a reinforcement of perceptions, and the two go hand in hand. When you engage different parts of your brain to focus on the same concept, you reinforce it. Clip that, turn into a sound. Dear. Right. Let's see all the new names here. Spreader Queen, Escad, Poyo, thank you very much for joining in. Spaghetti was yeah, these are the flashing ones. Aaron, if no one else take it, but we got plenty here. We got Core, we have got DualShock, I wonder if they're on PlayStation, and we have got Umbrelli. Come on in. Sorry, Season. You're a little bit too slow on that there. A little bit too slow. Likewise, Spaghetti. A little bit too slow. A little bit too slow on that. Alright, we got our squad. We are ready to go. Let's keep capturing. Let's keep building up those traces. How many am I now? Exactly 700. Resource poster might have been an idea, actually. Oh well. Yeah. Host migration? Oh, not this again. Okay, who's the host stealer now? Oh, why does this happen? Who? Who? Core? You? How? Every now and then we come across someone who is a host stealer. And how have you done it? At least on this style set it's not going to be the worst, but you get it on corporate style sets, I can't. No. The doors don't open in time. It's pain. It's misery. Speedy broadband? That shouldn't be the issue.
To the extraction point. Well done. Change of plans.
We've looked into all kinds of different things to try and isolate it before now, and it just seems to be some people are just predestined to be hosts. But big old area bluff. Still need some more reactant. Slightly annoying, actually. Luckily, a bunch of it was there. Get corrupted, please. Get corrupted, please. Get corrupted, please. Thank you.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now
Enemy are not allowed to be broken yet. I need more reactant. There it is.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
And we're good. The Lord, cheers. He has to do with ping times. We tried accounting for that and couldn't get anything comprehensive on that either, no. Fast PC console creates host stealer. Again, we tried narrowing down what seemed like the obvious things based on specs and whatnot. We've had someone with shittier internet, someone who didn't have the ping close to everyone else, all kinds of different things, and it still just didn't make sense. Should do something to give host back. We'll close a reform squad after this, but yeah. Oh, Umbrelli, come on, Umbrelli, what's going on? Umbrelli! Bringing an Atlas to a capture squad. Load slow, yep, and the one didn't step out. Oh, now we get the goal. Reactant is a problem! I'm sorry, Umbrelli. Reactant is a problem. Rusmia, welcome on in. Just popped in to say thank you for literally changing the game for me. Your videos got me to steal Path, much obliged. You're very welcome, my dude. You're very welcome. I hope one day I can also change Reactant for everyone. That'd be great. Oh, my lord also changing over the Muzak. I just noticed that there. Let's do that now. There we are. The other guy didn't get half extraction, I don't know. They may not have noticed it, you know. There's loads going on. The point is, the game shouldn't be so bad that a fully formed squad like this, a fully formed squad, can still have someone load in so late the reactor becomes an issue. Even with the 1 minute extraction countdown. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. It's such an ancient mechanic. It doesn't match the nature of the game. So yeah. So we're gonna close and reform squad because currently core is stolen host. So let's redo that, shall we? It was dual shock, core, umbrella. We'll see if core steals it again. Through no fault of their own, it's just D doing D things. Reactor being shared between players would help, but not really resolve the issue. Yeah, it only cover part of it, the whole late load. It doesn't cover the whole... Oh, failed to join. Let me try that again. It doesn't cover the whole, oh, the game just decides not to actually spawn the enemies. Which is another issue. Okay, umbrella here. Did you have another waiting? There was, I think, others in the list. If you want to dip out. Are you dipping out? Speed is of the essence, so, you know. If you are dipping out, let me know. Just straight up. Being polite to give a space to others makes it slow, but all the same. Alright, you dipping? Cool. Can you join? Yes, you can. If you're still online, there we go. Open for cross saves, you can move to PC. Very understandable. Idle, your keyboard is also loading slowly there, it seems. Please stop. Stop with the in-games. Unless it's important, stop. Right, let's go. Let's load on into the captures to get some more cracking. Dual shock. They're probably navigated via controller. Just up and then across, and down, and select and select. Right then, and core. Wait, it's not core this time. It's Sedge this time. Sedge Matthias has now taken it. Host thieves, the lot of you. Seriously though, D, what the hell? When people create an active squad like this, there's no reason for it to steal the host. We've decided who the host is. We're okay with it. We picked.
Mission complete.
We're done.
Has been escorted to the
And then it just goes,
point.
nah. Didn't feel like it. That well should feel like it. Exclamation mark bug. That's all I'm saying on this. Exclamation mark bug.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Yep. We'll finish the mission. Don't you worry, Lotus. We are well on the way to mission finishing. Mission fish. Why hasn't he fixed host migration yet? Host migrations kind of require parts as to how they run the game. The question is to why host migration pops up in circumstances where the host hasn't left. That's when it gets weird. When it just chooses a different host. Wait, but the original host is here. What's going on? We were all okay with it. What are we preparing for Wisp Prime? Currently getting Void Traces. We've already done the standing, so the open world syndicates are the Ostrons, the Solaris, and the Intrati family. I maxed out my daily standing with all of them. I've already got all the steel essence that I can turn in for the week as well. So the only thing left to do is to get Void Traces and wrap up the standing on Arbiter's Hexis and Cephalon Suda for the day. But yeah, preparation for relic packs and lots of Void Traces. That's the name of the game. Verdant, we checked for that. We checked for that. It seems to be random. But it's not random, but it seems to be. Something goes on behind the scenes, but we've checked for all logical things we can think of. Trust me, I've got some very dedicated people in this community who love to focus on weird, obscure details. And, yeah, it'd be a thing. It'd be a thing. It feels like there should be a nice, simple answer. There is not a nice, simple answer. So yeah, saying, do you see yourself getting burnt out of Warframe? Personally, I have to take a few months break after every spout of playing. No, I don't. I don't see myself getting burnt out of Warframe, and there's a very simple reason for that. I only play it when I want to. Pure and simple. Warframe is a game. Play it when it's fun to play. Not because you need to, but because you want to. If you find yourself thinking about Warframe in terms of the word need, rather than in terms of the word want, you are burning yourself out. You will burn yourself out. That's a guarantee. Because at that point, it's no longer recreation, it's a chore. I can't even call it a job because you're not getting paid, it's just a chore. Don't let Warframe be a chore. There are various aspects of the game that I've just not focused on. I still haven't subsumed citrine into the helmet system. Because getting another citrine would be a chore. I don't want to do that, so why we don't? Doing that would lead to burnout. I don't farm the Eidolons, despite the fact there are plenty of arcanes I could still get, despite the fact they are a good source of platinum value. That would burn me out, so I don't.
You opened the relic.
And I don't play Warframe as my only game. Fridays, I always stream not Warframe, to keep things fresh, to keep mixing it up. In my spare time, I'll also play things like Apex Legends, I'll play Minecraft, I'll play Team Fortress 2, I'll play Slay the Spire, I'll play FTL. I will play oh dear, that's a lot of Fallen Blueprints. I will play a variety of other things because I enjoy a variety of other things. Hey, let's mix up the blueprints here, you know? Come on. Thank you. Yeah, the way to avoid burnout is don't make it a chore. Only play Warframe, or any game for this matter, when you want to. And if you don't want to, if you see the fear of missing out, you missed out on everything that existed before you got here. And I mean that in the most broad sense, not just Warframe. And you're going to miss out on everything after you're done anyway. So don't worry about missing out. Worry... skip worry, just experience. Enjoy. Your free time is free time. Personal time, relaxation time. To dare throw that away on something as terrible as grinding for FOMO, ugh. No. That's how I avoid burnout. By simply not even doing what would cause it in the first place. This does mean that most of my gaming sessions, like streams aside, most of my gaming sessions on any particular game are usually only around about an hour. Then I might switch over to another game, or I'll watch a show for an hour, or I'll browse through Reddit. I know, dangerous, but it's a thing I do. Actually, one of the moderators of the Warframe subreddit gave me official status just the other day. That was neat. They went, okay, from your... They didn't ask me, they said, from your activity, you're the real deal. I didn't realise I'd been quite so nerdy, but there we are. That was neat. But my point is, just mix things up. If you make one thing you'll like, you will get tired of it. And there will come a time, and this I can guarantee you, there will come a time where you will put down Warframe, and you will choose not to pick it up again. That time has not come for me as yet, and that time may not come for many, many years. But there will be a time where you'll put down Warframe and not pick it up again. That's fine. To believe otherwise, to demand otherwise, would be frankly naive. So yeah. Look, I will say I'm addicted to playing even if I don't want to. No, that's exactly what you should be avoiding. That is exactly what you should be avoiding.
Mission complete. The captive has been
There is no
assigned to the extraction
need
point.
to play this
Well
game.
done.
If you find yourself playing and you are not having fun, you are not enjoying the process, that is stealing time away from you. Damn. There's your free time. There's your time to do anything you want, to relax, not working, not doing chores around the house. That is your time. And you're letting something take it from you? What's worth that? You're worth more than that. You are. Warframe's not a job. No game is a job. Unless you're a content creator, in which case it's slightly different and blurs the lines, and you have to have a good mindset to be able to handle that. But yeah.
You are here on a
If
capture
Rabluga is saying, go
mission.
through.
You must
What a
find,
name.
capture, and extract our target.
Go through phases of playing only one game way too much, then stop for something else. I mean, you say way too much, but the definition of way too much is, well, too much by the way amount. Ideally, you don't want to be invoking the qualifier too much.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Mostly as long as it's not a detriment to your enjoyment. Some people just focus on one game at a time, and then when they're done with that one game, they move on to another one. That's fine. It's burnout where you continue past the point that you want to stop. When you continue past the point that you're not getting from it what you were looking for. There's no reason why to do that.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
I would suggest against general diagnosis or questions of the sort title. I would advise against that. Something, some cost fallacy. There is that, yeah. The belief that you put some time in, so you might as well continue. Or some kind of cost input. Got to get the value out of it. Ditch that. Actually, no, I'll take that. It's lots of ducats. Is TennoCon tomorrow? No, TennoCon is next month. You are literally an entire month too early.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at
26th
base.
of
Your part
August.
is done here, Tenno.
To break the sunken cost fallacy, this one is very easy to break down. It's very easy to break down. The past is the past. What has happened has happened. Time travel has not been invented. My understanding of the world is that it never will be invented, but that's a personal belief, that's a faith, separate. The past is the past, it's happened. You don't have the means to change that. All that exists now is the present. And rapidly approaching us is the future. So don't dwell in what was. Instead, consider what can be and appreciate what is. Seriously. So where you see that there is that sunk cost, that, oh, I've put so much time into this, oh, I put so much money into this, I can't let go of that. Yes, you can. Don't look at the costs of yesterday. Look at the benefits of tomorrow. And let that be your motivator for today. You don't need to apologise to your past self by flagellating yourself today. Because past you ain't going to thank you for that. Past you is you.
Mission complete. The captive has been
And when you do that,
escorted to the
you just hurt
extraction
yourself
point.
twice.
Well done.
Once for sinking the cost, and twice for then trying to make good on it. In all the worst ways. And again, that's burnout. This Prime trailer so mint. It was a lovely trailer, wasn't it? It was a lovely trailer. Balor's definitely a case of, bonker modes being required for him there. Balor. perpetually horny devil.
That's it. You open
But there
the
we go.
relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
That's ballast for you. Hell, that's the entire Orokin for you. Nell or Revenant? I'm getting too many with your optics. I'll take the Nell piece. Because I say, unfortunately, many games nowadays, especially live service, prey on this feeling to keep players locked in. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, because it is
Excellent work.
a strong psychological manipulator. Battle passes, a lot of people decree them. They're like, oh, they're so horrible because they require you to, oh, you have to keep playing for 40, 50 hours every season just to get this, and there's this game and that game and that game, and I can't be doing all that. Well, don't. Don't. It's fine. If it's cosmetics, you don't need them. Play the game. Enjoy the game. And if it's non-cosmetic, decide for you. Is it okay that someone who's playing 40 hours, who has the spare time to play 40 hours of a game in a season, gets to have just much better stuff than you? Why patronize a business that's not trying to take you on? Absolutely. There are many game companies that will prey on fear of missing out. They will use limited time offers have always been a thing for stuff like that, and then there's battle passes and rank maintaining, all kinds of various bits and pieces, and you can just dispense of all of that. Storm Zapper, cheers. Ooh. You can. Look past it. See behind the curtain.
You are here on a capture mission.
See the man
You
behind the
must find,
curtain, pulling the
capture, and
strings.
extract our target.
And just say, ah. I see what you're doing. I see what you're trying to play. I'm not down for that game. I will do what I want to do. No game company gets to dictate when I play, and oh, if I miss out on some cosmetics, those cosmetics didn't exist. If I was never going to have them, then I haven't missed out on them.
To the extraction point. Well done.
I chose not to have them in favour of something better. Something more fun. I don't lose, I gain by making that choice. Do I remember if natural talent works on Hydroid's first ability? I believe it does, yes. It will improve the charge time.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Seems like all the Orokin agree thirsty. Not all of them, no. There are some seemingly reputable Orokin. They, of course, got executed. You know, gotta be fair to the others. Ooh, I think I'm missing a little bit of context on that one. Does Hydroid exist? Hydroid exists.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
The Intrati don't seem that bad. I mean, the Intrati don't seem that bad, but it took us a bit to piece things together. The Intrati were at each other's throats and not exactly the most functional group. Their communication skills were sorely lacking. And how many of these S14 relics do I have? They're just so out of stack with everything else. There's got to be a drop table failure somewhere. There's got to be. Why do I have so many more S14s than anything else? That doesn't make sense. There's got to be some kind of drop table shenanigans going on for that. Because pretty much anywhere you get Lith relics, you got the same chance of all of them.
You are here to find our target.
Pretty much
and bring
everywhere.
them to the extraction point.
So why have I
Happy
got
hunting.
one? So many more. That doesn't add up. The only thing I can think of is that it just, when this one got introduced perhaps, it didn't have a lot of things that were due to be faulted, so it's stuck around for a while. Maybe that's the case? Because usually relics, when they get introduced with new frames, those relics will get vaulted pretty quickly, because they also include stuff from older sets that then gets vaulted. React. Would only people work on the writing team for DE? No idea, to be honest. No idea.
You open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
How did I just kill someone with a headshot? With Vile Rush? What? Vile Rush headshot kill to finish off the Nightwave challenge. Now that is something. Alright. That is definitely something.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base.
Chelsea, I've been grinding Clevo. Honestly, think the Oro fight is too easy. They probably did that for new players, which just feels like a fight that should be harder. I mean, given the gear that you require to get there, certainly for the Steel Path variant, that can be a bit of a slog. But yeah, it's also the cap end of a new player experience. They can't make it too tough. It's something you're going to be farming over and over. It locks a lot of content if it's tough. Especially when you got to remember, DE had some... This really seals it for how much DE feel they need to keep the bar low. DE decided, in their infinite wisdom, in the quest, to remove the locking puzzle bit where you have to hold down the button. Still kept the bit where you tap the bits as it goes around, but from the quest only, from the chest in the quest, lovely little rhyme, the bit where you hold down the button, part of the lock, they've removed that. To make it easier. That tells me the bar that some people struggle to cross.
To enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
They also nerfed the Angels of Ceremony levels, and they nerfed the levels of the new War Quest, yep. That was considered too high level when it came out. Which is, you know, a thing. Granted, I can get with the new war, you know, once you're stuck into it, you can't really fix your grind, but at the same time, like...
Excellent work. We'll interrogate
It just screams of setting a very low bar of access, you know. It'd be like that. What will be the fastest way to farm Wisp Prime? If you don't have relic packs and just get all the relics instantly on releasing, it'll depend on which relic you need to get hold of. We don't actually know the drop tables yet to say what will be the best and most important farms. Typically, Hepit and Ukko capture missions in the Void will be good for your Lith, Neo, Miso relics. And then Apollo Lure will be good for your Axie. Those are typically the fastest for any new prime. Typically.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
I don't really want anything else. I'm just going to take the formal blueprint. Why not? I was saying the quest should be a tutorial for Deviri. If they don't show a mechanic there, people are more likely to struggle once they get into the main game. I get that. I also get that, you know, it didn't really call out that you need to press and hold, but it was also reasonably obvious. Like, oh, clicking didn't do enough. What if I click and hold? Because this line here connecting two dots. If you can't get past that, I'm just like... Concerning level of inability. Like, maybe too young to play the game concerns. Just saying. Yeah. Or just, you know, get a good night's sleep. I feel I may be insulting some people there. I don't know how to walk over that one without treading on eggshells of those physically incompetent of interacting with even the slightest game system, to be quite honest. You take out all the barriers to entry and what you got left. Do we need a lot of fires on Apollo for you? You could always do Kappa on Sedna. That one's not as flush with Axie relics because it's also got Gal species there, but you can do Kappa on Sedna. That is an option. Freddy Queen, I thought you'd gone to rest. You said you were going to rest. Oh, you can rest and watch stream, I suppose. It's fine. Is there an exact hour Wisp Prime release? Nope. D don't know the hour of release. They'll find out when they hit the release button.
Excellent work.
That's how DE operates a lot of the time, not gonna lie. From what I've seen, that is typical DE MO. We'll release it when we know it's time to release it. That tracks for a lot of their updates. What platform do I play on? PC exclusively. The most recent console I have is an Xbox 360.
Open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look
Seriously,
inside.
that is the most recent console I own. Ta-da! Made it. All sleep is rest, but all rest is sleep. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, take the tattoo piece. It's 45 and I don't have it. What are they only saying? From working in the equipment to tech support, don't underestimate the incompetence of people trying to complete what is an obvious task. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am still very keenly aware, when working in a call centre, the utter indignation that a landlord had when speaking to me, because I asked for a very simple thing. I asked for the postcode, the zip code for you Americans. The postcode of where his property was. A landlord got uppity and angry with me that I wouldn't continue, that I couldn't legally continue without him first confirming the postcode of where his over £100,000 investment was. All he needed to do was just say, where is this house, this entire building that he owns? One of multiple, in fact, it was. There's no helping some people. How much will Wisp Prime sell for in the first 12 hours? How long's a piece of string? Yep.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations
How long's
is
a piece
here.
of string?
Find them and capture them.
Corrupted, zapped, go. Corruption? Yes. Grabbing those plants along the way. Oxler's doing some good work. Grab the capture target.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Yeah, Wisp Prime might go for some crazy rounds day one. A lot of primes do, and Wisp is going to be up there. It does depend on how difficult it's going to be to get our parts. Because some primes release with some ridiculously favourable options, and then others release with trash, frankly. They're like, oh yeah, it's a rare part Axie, rare part Neo. You're like, why would you do this to us? Well, this is a brilliant selection of amazing items. Yes, I'll take the nail piece. Why not? Why not?
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
I'm just going to say, based on what I'm seeing in the chats here, please refer to your doctor for medical advice, certainly if you have difficulties with any kind of medical condition. Take anything said by random people on the internet with a pinch of salt. You have no idea if they're correct or not. I do not endorse any suggestions here in the chat as to medical advice. Come on now. Even if anyone here is in fact a practicing doctor, speak to your doctor. I really hope Shape Prime gets multi-relics. I get you, yeah. I get you.
You are here to find our target
All right.
and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Get the cut up, Fiddlers. Thank you. Grab the plant on the way through. Thank you, Oxalus. Big zappies. More reactor behind. I've got to have that, don't mind me.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base.
Oh, cluster of
Your
things
part
down
is
here.
done
Are they
here.
corrupted? They are not, they're just dogs. No one needs dogs. Goodbye, Kubros. Another bit of reactant. Can I not get stuck on tiny bits of geometry? Thank you. I saw that spawn. One more reactor to go. Oop, stuck on yet more geometry. This map is a mess of geometry at times, it feels. There we go.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Oops. Banged me out. And with there. Beautiful, beautiful. No prime, why not? Throw off with Titania. Yeah, at any frame that moves quickly, you can bounce against the geometry quite a bit on this map. It's a thing. What's my favourite Warframe?
Excellent work.
Lavos.
We'll interrogate the captive back at base.
Absolutely
Your part is
Lavos.
done here, Tino.
No question about it there. Second favourite? Wukong, based on usage. After that, it's Equinox and Avara, and then it keeps going down the list. Alright. Think we all got a relic there? Yeah, okay. Oops. Do I have a video out on Lavos? Yep, and I have a follow-up video covering Lavos' augment as well.
You are here on a capture
Exclamation mark catalogue, you'll get a link to literally a catalogue of all the videos I've done to make it nice and easy for you to get hold of them. Rather than having to dig through YouTube search or just scroll down the page of them randomly. Instead, check out the catalogue, and then you know exactly what I have and haven't covered, crucially. Exclamation mark catalogue. Or just go to thekengineer.com/catalogue.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Come on, reactant. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yes.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
No, don't block me. Stupid. Come here. No, I was first. No! A Lavos can't keep up with triple titanium when a grenade blocks me. That's a shame. Silver Formulite. Personal top 3 melees. Glaive Prime, Redeemer Prime, and probably Inadan. There you are. Hello, Wicked Radiation. How you doing?
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Do I miss Void Dash? Not particularly. It was easier than Void Sling, but otherwise I don't miss it that much. What I miss more is previously with Naramon, it was passive that if you had Naramon active, you Void Dash through an enemy, you open them up to a finisher. That became an active ability. You have to cast your second ability and then dash, and only for the next dash does it count in actually opening up enemies for finishers. So that whole process became more clunky. Oh, is it closed? It's closed. The capture is closed. And there's a new one. Right, let's go. There's a new one. We're good. It's fine. Redeemer over Stropher? Yeah, I preferred the Redeemer. Just enjoy it. No Fullman? It's not a melee. Is the highest? Wait, hold on.
You are here
Battle,
on a
highest tier
capture mission.
pack.
You must find, capture,
Alright,
and extract our target.
Don't forget Highlight Law. You can also usually hold out for
Use the synthesis scanner.
discount codes. You're not guaranteed to get one on release, but you know you can hold out for one, and that makes the ratios even better. But also at the same time, someone can make use of a 75% off coupon when they buy a bunch of platinum to then buy Wisp Prime off someone on day of release, which can swing it back the other way around. When you take discounts into account, it changes up the details quite a bit. I get where you're coming from, though.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back in base.
Back in
Your
they weren't
part
turning.
is done here, Tenno.
Hello, Idoku. I've been around quite a bit, I noticed. Yeah, welcome back in. Hope you're doing well. Things have been alright here. Frames continue to war and all that good stuff. We're gathering up, what do you call it, void traces in advance of Wisp Prime coming out tomorrow.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Okay, well, all those enemies died. Oops. I was hoping to use them to double dash. Bloody titaniums. Making me look bad. I'm not that far behind, it's fine. Hey, Shade Prime, let's take that. Why not? Yeah, makes sense, Idol, makes sense. You use your coupons purchasing platinum? You can on PC, yes. You can on PC. On console, your discounts apply to spending platinum. On PC, it applies to buying platinum. So it's a weird way around. Idoku, have you done the Steel Path variant so far? It's a slightly different fight then. If I delete my form by accident, what would I do? I'd contact support and ask them to restore it. That's what I'd do. Pretty simple, really. If you do accidentally get rid of something, like if, for example, you accidentally subsumed your Umbral form at Lavos rather than a default second level she farmed up, contact support straight away. Do not touch the system that you've broken whatsoever. It's like if you've accidentally sold something for credits, don't spend any credits. If you've accidentally constructed a digital frame when you meant to sell it, don't get it out of the foundry, something like that. The moment you realise you've made a mistake, don't touch the spoils of said mistake. Instead, get in touch with support and ask them to restore it. They can't guarantee they will. They can't just give you free stuff every time, or free rewinds every time. This isn't a Fisher. Let's just finish the mission and get out. It's easy just to do the mission. I hit repeat mission. So I can only... Yeah, we selected a relic, didn't we? We have relics. Huh? We have relics. Where's the Fisher?
Well done.
Was it closing? I didn't notice. What? Did we get on the wrong ship or something? Ran out as we started. Great. Whatever, it's fine. I said it was closing out. Oh, I saw your message of closing in 2 minutes. I thought that was the previous one that closed. Didn't even notice that message was more recent. Oh well. Let's just, you know, wrap up and go for another one, I guess. That ain't no bug frame. That was just, we tried entering a mission that was already done. Go figure. There's an Axie capture? Oh, that'll do then. What do I think of the Honico? It's a good weapon, I just never really focused on it.
Your part is done here,
Moon, I would not bank on that. Moon saying, so if you get 75% off on PC, buy Platinum, then wait for cross-save and buy stuff on console when it's discounted. I have it for as little as possible. don't bank on that moon, because the way things are going to be is not necessarily just, okay, here's a system connected up, have at it. Anon, that is a very interesting first message you have to send here, at least as your introduction. What kind of a message are you asking there? That is literally your first message on this channel. What the hell? It is what it is. See, you've not done very good on explaining yourself there. You've gone with El Giggle, and it is what it is. I see. You know what? Something tells me you don't actually intend to be a part of this community. Something tells me you're just trying to have a laugh and a joke. Which, fair enough, you know, some people have the social skills of a 12-year-old. Some people are, in fact, a 12-year-old. Just an FYI, though, 12 is too young to have an account on Twitch. So, you know what? You can explain it to me later. I gave you an opportunity to respond, you decided to go with it is what it is, so it is what it is. I hit the ban button. Oh dear. You can explain it later if you really want to be here. Otherwise, I don't care anymore. I'll forget your name.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission.
So moving on, chat. Good old capture. 17 traces, not as much as I was hoping for, but he's fine.
Has been escorted to the extraction point.
But at least we've invested, it looks like we're getting plenty of react.
That was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of infested. Lay low, and it should go away, or amp up the fight to draw it out.
Is there a trick to get more traces per fisher? Smeeting of that, because it can give you a temporary resource booster, and resource booster because it's a resource booster. That's it. Those are the only two options you have. There's no trick otherwise. That's just how it goes. That and otherwise people selecting your relic, of course. That's +5. Not boostable. Ergonomic say, first time watching, already experienced an amazing burn of an idiot. Well done. Thank you. Welcome on in.
Move on. You are safe.
That's a nice introductory message. Welcome on in. What are my thoughts on Calervo? Well, I've done a whole video on Calervo. Calervo's strong. Calervo is pretty darn strong. Can turn any weapon into an AoE nuke through walls, which is kind of ridiculous. Lots of health tank. Not quite as tanky as Lavos, but still lots of health tank. Absolutely. Lots of healing. And beat 2 to 10 years. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Calervo's strong. Absolutely. Man, that took a while to pop out, didn't it? Ugh. Tank gets better tomorrow. Yep, the tank does improve tomorrow. It gets an overguard gate. I didn't feel it was really that necessary, but sure, whatever. Who is Calervo? Calervo is the most recent Warframe added into Warframe. Available through Duviri. What's a good frame for a boss fight? Oh god, there's loads. It depends on the rest of your setup, the kind of boss fight you're doing, how you want to approach it. There's loads of options. A good default frame if you are struggling against any particular boss in terms of damage output from the boss, and you are dying to the boss too much. A good one is Revenant. Simply because Revenant is really hard to die as. Like, you have to not be paying even a lick of attention to die as Revenant. So long as you pay a little bit of attention, as long as you have a bit of energy left over, you're alive. And that means you can kill the boss. After that, it again depends on just what you're trying to achieve. So with the Overguard Gate, are we still going to have a higher Overguard cap? Yep, the Overguard Gate is a separate addition. It's not replacing anything that's been added in. It's just a bonus on top. The change to Overguard more recently on Calervo was added in with the knowledge and understanding that they were added in the gate as well.
A juggernaut nearby, it will only attack when it senses high concentrations.
It's just the one took a little bit more code to implement, really.
Fight if you want it to go away.
Overguard Gate? Yep, Overguard Gate. So when your Overguard runs out, you'll have a 0.5 second invulnerability period where you cannot take further damage, and the damage from that hit will not carry through to your health. This will not apply to enemies, however, so Xmas units do not gain 0.5 seconds of vulnerability. You can still one-tap Xmas with enough damage. It is just the player overguard. Squeeze. I'm alive. Self frames for bosses. They have to watch out for stray shards, but it can work. Yeah. How can I Warframe regain Overguard? So there are a few abilities which give Overguard. That's Rhino's Iron Skin. There is Frost. Oh, what's the ability? Forgot the name of it. I'll be honest, forgot the name of it. But there's an augment for Frost that can give Overguard, and there is Kalevo's ability, Recompense.
Your part is done here, Tenno.
Icy Avalanche. There we are. Icy Avalanche. So you're playing Lavos all the time? Is he your favourite frame? Yep. Lazy tank. Fun abilities. Don't have to think about energy costs whatsoever. Plenty of versatility. It's fun. I like using him. Yeah, Rhino's Iron Skin was effectively always what Overguard was, just slightly improved. So DE just went, oh, okay, well, Iron Skin is Overguard now. They just made it a thing. They're also making it where Overguard has total status immunity. Again, for players. I'm hoping they don't make that apply to enemies. That would be done. But yeah, players are going to get total status immunity whilst Overguard is active, which is not a buff to Rhino, but it is a buff to both Frost and Kalevo. And by extension, Frost's allies. Means adaptation works on Rhino. Adaptation triggers on Rhino during Iron Skin. Adaptation does not affect Overguard. This is intentional.
Mission complete.
Adaptation triggers, but is not affected.
Well done.
Or not impacting the Overguard. So, if Rhino has 100 Overguard, is hit for 50 damage by impact, Rhino will lose 50 Overguard, will gain a stack of impact resistance, but that will only apply to health and shields, not to the Overguard. Another 50 impact damage will completely wipe out the rest of that Overguard, whilst also giving another stack to adaptation. Yep. That was almost a brilliant dash, and then I just kept going, and the map ended. I made it. It's fine. Ooh, Nidus Prime Near Optics. Don't mind if I do. The changes in state effects? Yep, so the puncture status effect, the impact status effect, the cold status effect are all getting changes to them. Blast has been ignored. Rip Blast.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the
I'm going to be doing a video going over all status types and damage types, like I did years ago, to cover the fact that there's been quite some changes since. I got a question, what's the best Equinox augment? The best one is the one that you need for the job you're trying to achieve. The best augment is what does what you need it to do. I'll be honest, the changes that D have made to cold and puncture are not really the changes I would have gone for. Impact, I can understand those changes, absolutely on board. But cold and puncture, not the way I'd have gone. Not the way I would have gone. I'm curious. I will say, based on the wording and community post, do you think Puncture and Cold's crit buffs will be flat increases, additive mods? I don't need to say based on the wording in the post idle. I can tell you absolutely that the bonuses, or the bonus on the crit one, the crit chance, that is an absolute bonus. It is applied exactly like Arcane Avenger, after all mods, not affected by mods. So, for example, if you have 2 puncture procs, no, sorry, it's I forget what the max count is. Maximum puncture procs and gives you 25%. So if you have a 7% crit chance, like on the Koopa Nucore, with those puncture procs, that becomes 32%. Yeah, I checked with DE specifically on that. As soon as I saw those notes, I was like, hang on, what is this wording? This isn't clear wording. So I reached out to find out. And they were kind enough to let me know.
Well done. A juggernaut nearby, it will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away.
Slow the fight? Fight's done. Same place called then? So I'll have to double check the wording on that. I will have to double check the wording on the cold bonus. Let's see, what did it say for that one? I pinned it in my Discord, so let me just grab that from the Discord. Warframe. Activity changes. Yeah, let's take the lag spur. So, increase critical damage taken by an enemy by 10% on initial stage effect. Subsequent stacks increases debuff by 5% up to max 50%. This is additive after mods, not before. No, yeah, I need to check on that as well. I mean, we can just test that one when it comes in game. It's not going to be anywhere near as crucial. But yeah, that's not clear either. Saying additive after mods. The wording should be additive with mods? Or final... Well, if it was a final multiplier, it would be just X... something number X. Yeah, no, that's that's not clear either, is it? We'll see when we get the actual update. We'll see when we get the update. Additive after mod should also mean it stacks additively like arcanes. Crit damage arcanes. Hello. And arcanes are mods, by the way. So, yeah. So it might give a 50% bonus additive with mods. So if your crit damage was 2 times and mod gave you 100% to make it 4 times, and then max cold procs will bring that up to 150%, so it's actually 5 times. Or it could be a 50% bonus on top of your existing total crit multiplier. So if after all mods you had a 10 times critical multiplier, then the full stacks of cold will make it 15 times. Or maybe it's just a crit bonus that gets that, so if you had a 10 times multiplier, that's actually a 9 times bonus. So you go up to effectively a 14.5 times crit bonus. Or it could be something else entirely. That wording isn't clear, yeah, because DE doesn't use technical wording. They just don't. They use the phrase crit chance threshold on puncture. There is no crit chance threshold in this game. That is not a term that is used anywhere. Like, seriously, does... Oh dear, bye-bye, mate. Yeah, I'll take the author. I'll take that one. No one else is taking it, I'll take it. It goes beyond just the patch notes. It's the lack of technical wording. Do I have a list of arcanes to prioritize first from the hold fast? I don't have a list of such, no. Do you know what time the Prime Access will release? No, we don't. DE doesn't know the time either, technically. Fast fire. It definitely wouldn't go from 3 times to 6 times. That would be a 100% bonus. Not 50%, but still, we don't know the answer. We don't know the answer. It's, yeah. Guys, don't force start missions. Let people grab relics. No force starting. Okay? Bad enough you're starting it whilst I'm still talking. No force start. I'm not asking who it was, I'm telling everyone involved. Everyone in the mission, just know.
You are here to find your target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Quick chest threshold is a way of referring to challenge. Oh dear, I looked away and got attacked. Value to beat, but that's not what it means, fast fire. Alright, misclick by DualShock, alright. Now, crit chance threshold is not what it means. It's not what that means here, no. It means that you gain that value after all other calculations, not as a multiplier, but as an absolute increase.
Your part is done here. 10 out.
So if your crit chance is 69%, and you get then a further 25% from the puncture procs, that brings you up to 94%. Which doesn't multiply or add in cleanly, it's just an absolute bonus in the end. And there was no reason to call that threshold. Because that was not a term that's been used anywhere. Not in this game.
The Juggernaut. I think you made it angry. Good work.
How did I get... Ah. Waypoint was kind of skipping a step there for me. Slightly confused me. The perils of flicking between game and chat simultaneously.
The relic has been
I'm around
cracked
here.
open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
I didn't get stuck. Wait. I don't think I was first there. I tried. I don't think I was first there. I'm not taking the Paris piece, no. Sorry, I'll take it Furious. Game looks cool, you probably download it, go for it. It's completely free to start. There are some premium elements, you don't have to touch them.
Mission complete.
Yeah, give it a try.
A captive has been escorted to the extraction.
Hello B137, how you doing? Alright, we're gonna dip out of the squad at that point there. Whatever. Take a little cooldown from all the trace farm we've just done. Cool. Sergio Matthias. I think I'm saying that right. And DualShock, thank you very much for joining in. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Let's see, how many void traces did I get up to there? 1,161. You know what? That should do me pretty nicely. It's not my cap. Doesn't need to be. That should do me pretty nicely. Just a quick reminder, y'all, that there is the Platinum giveaway running, so make sure you've got yourself a ticket, exclamation mark ticket, if you want to be in with a chance to win it. I'll be doing the draw on that in just a few minutes. Oh, yes, indeed. It doesn't matter what platform you're on, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch, you'll still be able to enter. One ticket per person, whether you are a subscriber or otherwise, doesn't matter. Everyone has the same chance of winning. That's 1 in however many tickets if you enter, and 0 if you don't enter. Funny, math works that way, doesn't it? If the bot says too many tickets, it means you've already entered. You can't claim more than 1 ticket. That's just how it goes. Remy saying, friend of mine recommended your channel for your experience with Warframe. Awesome. Well, dare I say it, with massive amounts of bias, you're in the right place. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a good lesson, Wolf. Good lesson right there. Does Fullman Prime release together with Wisp Prime? Yes, it does. Yeah, they come as a set, as well as Gunston Prime, so you can get all 3 of them on the same day. Absolutely. Yeah, how much plat is it? 75. It's a 75 plat giveaway. Yep. And it's free to enter. Completely, 100%, absolutely, utterly free to enter. I mean, you know, what are you missing out on? Fair do, Brock, fair do. Yeah, DE struggles with... Deal struggles when it comes to technical terminology. Because Arcane Avenger here says a chance, on damaged, a chance, yeah, that's fine. Easy enough to read, for plus 45% critical chance for 12 seconds. Cool, makes sense. And we have over here critical delay plus 200% critical chance. And if you look at those two, you'd think, okay, well, Arcane Avenger, that's about a fifth of the power of critical delay. It doesn't have the fire rate debuff, but it does require you to take damage, and it's a chance-based to activate. But basically, they do the same thing, right? They read the same, plus some percent critical chance. And that couldn't be much further from the truth, because this one multiplies up your base value, whereas Arcane Avenger, the Arcane over here, is just added on to the end of all the calculations. And it's like, just why? Just why? Corrosive Status rips up to 80% armor at max? Yes. And it reduces current armor. So if you've reduced enemy armor down by 80%, say using a combination of corrosive projection auras, or if you've used an ability, and then you apply the corrosive procs, you won't reduce them to 0 armor. You'll reduce them to 80% of that 80%. Or by 80% of the previously reduced by 80%, so that would be 4% left, not 0. That plus Silent Avenger does some heavy lifting. Honestly, it doesn't do any lifting at all, Kari. It does no lifting at all, because that plus is also on critical delay and other crit chance mods. And what it could do here would be remove the plus for on damaged 21% chance for plus 45% final crit chance. I used the term absolute in the damage calculation video, but final does feel like a more understandable word. Plus 45% final critical chance, and that's it. That's all the clarity needed on that particular one. And then we do the clarity for everything else in the entire bloody game. Yeah. So if a thing is multiplicative in its bonus, it should be clear that it's multiplicative. Looking at you, Fenmore. Where it says 50% chance to deal plus 2000% damage. Nope, it's 50% chance to deal times 21 damage. Not plus 2000% times 21, because plus damage is a separate thing. It's plus damage on mods, we already see that. Yeah. D have got such a weird array of additive bonuses with mods and additive bonuses with not mods but are with other things, and then all kinds of other bits and pieces going on. My lord, cheers. Death Reach is saying Felox, Fenmore, and later will be useless to these new procs. Incorrect. But okay. They'll be weaker, yes. Whenever you land a puncture proc, they will be less effective. By on the flip side, whenever you land a cold proc, they'll be more effective, because you will still be landing some crits. There you are. Does the Felox bonus stack additively with other things like Raw? No, it doesn't. Because it's not faction damage, it's not modded damage, it's not Eclipse damage, it's just its own bonus. It is a straight up 21 times multiplier. Does it remind me of the Hate Incarnate? We've gone through so many things. Look, I have a video where emblazoned across the thumbnail is the word embarrassing. If that doesn't tell you how I feel about some of the mathematics in some things we get, I don't know what will tell you. The game works, but when you try to look at the numbers, you go, how does this work? Why? Is Avara still the best stealth frame? Also, what's a good frame for support? Hope you're on a great day in stream. Thank you, newborn. Ivara is one of the very best in terms of stealth. There's not a lot of stealth frames, but absolutely one of the very best. She's not the most mobile stealth frame, though. So do bear that in mind. A good frame for support. You got Trinity, you got Protea, you got Citrine. Those are some great supports right off the top of my head. Absolutely. Wisp as well, obviously. So yeah, easy quick pickups there. Trinity, Wisp, Citrine, Protea, wherever they are down the list. Those would be some very good supports right there. Harrow, that's another good support frame. Combat support, absolutely. There's a few you can pick on. Oberon had his day. His day is gone, unfortunately. Did Raw use the calculations as a faction damage mod? Yeah, Raw is faction bonus, which it doesn't say on the bonus. To further complicate things, Rhino here, Raw, it says damage increase. Grants all nearby Warframes increased damage. Damage increase. That's all it says. Meanwhile, if we go to Mesa, we have here gives an ally extra damage, and it looks functionally the same. But they are so very different in their bonuses. This is additive to pure damage mods, whereas Raw is additive to faction damage mods. Go figure. Is Golfer not a Twitch drop? Golfer is during TennoCon, I believe, which is next month. You're here a month early. Actually, you're just in the wrong stream as well, but still, month early. I won't be streaming a month from now. I will be busy in Canada. Faction damage mods don't look different from regular damage mods. They do state that they are faction, yeah. Plus X6 damage to Corpus. Granted, you could take it as that's just adding on to the plus damage over here, yeah. Well, not here, there. It specifies to a faction, but yeah, the fact that it's a separate multiplier isn't called out. You're right. Actually, you are right. It doesn't call out that it's a separate multiplier. It could be multiplied by 1.55 times against Corpus. But then there's the problem of, okay, but does it multiply and stack multiplicatively with other faction bonuses? No, it doesn't. D have made this weird web of additive, multiplicative, absolute bonuses. It's just, Can we see operator fashion? Sure. By the way, just real quickly, if you are brand new to Warframe, if you are very, very new and you have no idea what an operator fashion is, please look away for the next, 20 seconds. I'll let you know where you can look back. If you don't know what I mean by operator fashion, please look away. 3, 2, 1. There you go. For those of you asking and know what operator fashion is, there you go. This is the fashion. Very regal. Alright, new bros, you're allowed to look again. It's all good. Nothing happened. Definitely do not watch the replay. Do I think they'll ever add new faction mods like Versus Nama? No idea. No idea. Do you haven't announced anything, so I don't know. Eclipse, just a weapon damage modifier? Yeah, but it's a different one again. And also, the UI lies about what bonus you get. Because, yay! Let's also not actually know what bonus we're getting except through experimental testing. Because that's a thing. If D were to ask me, what would be the biggest change I would recommend to Warframe? What would be the thing I would say is necessary to change? As much as I hate Reactant, that wouldn't be my pitch. My pitch would be hurdles. Stumbling blocks. The things that make someone trip over on trying to understand the game they are playing. Because every time you come across a hurdle, certainly the less said hurdle makes sense, the more likely someone is to just dip out and be gone. Every time. Is the Recall 10-0 Vor mission worth it? It's heavily weighted to the shite rewards. If you're trying to farm it for river mods, you're better off buying river mods from others. Pretty much. But you can farm if you want to. You'll get a couple river mods every 100 runs or so. Do I have any interest in game development? Not really, no. No, I don't know how to program. I have a little bit of knowledge of C# and even smaller knowledge of just C. That's my knowledge, and it's, yeah, not enough really to work with. So I would need to learn a lot more on that side. I have basically no artistic talent, so that cuts me out of that side of stuff as well. And in terms of game development, the industry is not exactly one I want to engage with either. It's really not. I don't have the skills to make a passion project and launch it and make something absolutely stellar. And I don't have the inclination to join into the larger industry. No. Certainly not in QA testing. God, keep me out of that one, thank you. I do enough just for these videos, and that already drives me insane. Last thing I'd need to be is in QA, point out 50 million bugs to some company and have the higher-ups go, we're shipping it. Nope. No thank you, not banging my head against that wall. Yes, Death Reaches, yeah. Tappy VV say, I really like that the got for Prime is the weapon the old world grenadier are holding in the opening cutscene. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. What's my opinion on Wisp Prime? Ask me when it's actually in the game. Come on now. It's not here yet. Anyway, I think that is about where we can wrap up the bits and pieces for today. Everyone who's not already grabbed yourselves a ticket for the Plat giveaway, tough. I already talked about it multiple times, so I'm just going to close that now. I'm just going to close those entries now. Oh, Heroic Vanguard managed to sneak in a ticket right at the last second there. Well done. Well done. Alright then. We'll see if that paid off for you. There's only going to be one winner today. The winner today of the Platinum giveaway. That is indeed Moon Alum. Moon! Congratulations, you are the winner today. Moon's been here quite a while. We've seen him plenty of times in the stream here, and the bot has finally decided it's your time, it's due. So we'll get that plat sent on over to you, Moon. I'll be sending you a message here on Twitch shortly to get hold of your Warframe username and platform. And yeah, you did indeed win a thing. Congratulations, Moon. In fact, Moon, you should be able to send me a message right now, right? Let me user Moon Alan ban. Oh wait, no, wrong button. I wouldn't dream of it. Don't know if this is going to come through. There's been some bugginess with this. Hi Moon. Let's see. Does that send through? Whisper sent to Moon. Moon, you should get that now. There you are. You should have got that message to send me your Warframe username and platform. And then we'll get that platinum sent on over to you, Moon. Congratulations. For everyone else, I think I missed a message just a moment ago there. Newman Kane, hey man, MR10, I have barely any decent weapons frames. What should I get? Broken War Natruk is my WOCs. I'm going to guess the main go-tos that you have at the moment. Decent frames and weapons. Okay, cool. Decent frame, Lavos, Wukong, Ivara, Wisp. These will cover the vast majority of everything you need to do. And then Revenant as well. Those 5 frames, you are absolutely sold on most things that you would need to cover. Absolutely, hands down. Weaponry. Fullman, there you go. You are good for everything. The only thing you are not good for is taking down Eidolons with that. For everything else, Fullman has got you covered. Yaguchi. And that's only MR8. For a secondary, you can also pick up Small Laser is pretty damn spicy. That is a very, very strong AoE gun. Cash Moon is a brilliant name. Ah, yes. Yes. I forgot about that particular one. You're very right. Yeah. Straight up forgot about that one. Oh dear. What's the best Warframe for interception missions? Oh, you can take your pick of either Cora, very, very good frame for it, or Vauban, also a very good frame for it, because both of them can lock down multiple locations with hard crowd control. Absolutely brilliant choices. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I can't answer a million questions. We're out of time for questions. You can always catch me on a future stream. I'll be live again on Friday. I won't be streaming Warframe, but that doesn't stop you asking Warframe questions. It's still me. You know, I may be... What is it we're doing? I think it was FTL was winning the vote. Yeah. We'll probably be doing FTL, Fast and Light. By the way, if you're a subscriber, you get to vote on what games are played on Friday. So, you know, if you are a subscriber, make sure you connect up your Discord and Twitch accounts to give access to the premium channel there. But, yeah, you can still ask Warframe questions on a Friday. All the same, we need to be wrapping up and raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. So let me just switch this lovely up, closing personal screen whilst I have a look. Let's see, who can we raid today? Now that is the question. We've raided over to a few different people, bits and pieces all over the place. Where are we going to go today? We're definitely not going to go to an Apex stream. I'd like to not do that. So we could go to Kodoma, we could go to... I don't even recognise that name. Animation, we got Pyra. I don't know who we want to go to. I don't know who we want to go to today. Break somebody? You know what? Yeah, I'm down with that, Raptor. I'm down with that. Let me find someone to completely blow their mind. Let's find someone who has no idea that we're going to drop what? How many people we got here? I want you to absolutely help me on completely detonating someone's brain. Oh, sorry, Corey. I had it muted so I didn't accidentally play someone's thing through. Has that come through? Has that? Wait, where's that? That's not come through. What? Why has that not come through, Corey? No fault of your own, but where is it? Oh, I recognise, Corey. I recognise. I can't put 2 and 2 together. Corey, I should just go with caution. That's your username. Why is the bot not recognising this? Bot. Corey's just subscribed with their Prime. Hello? Bot? Celebrate. Bots. Who'd hire them? Right. Rest of you, stick around. We're going to go break someone else's stream then. Because mine's already broken. Yay! As soon as it pops through prop...
Oh my god! Wait, are they here?
No! Kadoma! Ah! No! Hi! Welcome in! No! Ah! Kadoma, we do this, don't we? Sometimes I do it to you, sometimes you do it to me. We just keep bouncing this little trick, don't we? Did you time it terribly? You know I end at this time. I'm sure you know this. We've talked about this. I've done it to you as well. I've raided you and like, I was about to end. We were actually just deciding whose mind to break. So, welcome in everybody. Hello there, everyone who's come in at, unfortunately, just the wrong time. I'm trying to figure out, firstly, why my software doesn't want to announce the fact that Core just subscribed here. So, Core, you know what? We've had the time there. If my bot ever figures it out, I'll rerun it on a future stream for you. But we're going over to break someone's mind. I just need to find someone's mind to break. Someone who seems in a perfect position to not have any idea about 200 people are about to arrive. Because that's what I want to do. I want to blow their mind. Let's see. They got a clear enough microphone. They got a webcam on. They're active. Excellent. All right. I found someone whose mind we're going to break. Chat, I want you on your best behavior. Kodoma's chat and my chat. I want all of you on your best behavior. Let's make some noise. Let's absolutely surprise someone who has no idea we're about to make their day. Their rules are have fun, enjoy the vibes. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. So we're raiding on over to someone who has no idea this is about to happen. They currently have 4 viewers. It just went up to 4. My god, they're already growing. Let's make their day, chat. But thank you very much for joining in. I will see you again on Friday for some probably FTL. In the meantime, have a very, very good day and look forward to Wisp Prime tomorrow. Bye-bye.